Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circuit Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. The Tennessee Titans announced today that General Manager Mike Bergonzi will hold a pre-draft press conference this upcoming Thursday, April 16th at 9 a.m. You can catch it live right here on 104.5 The Zone. Deering, Ramon, and Will. In some NFL draft news over the weekend, Ollie Connolly reported that Miami edge rusher Rueben Bain was involved in a car crash in March of 2024 that was caused by Bain. Bain was cited for careless driving at the time, but the charge was dismissed. The crash did unfortunately result in the death of a 22-year-old passenger, Destiny Betts. Lastly, in Vols news over the weekend, Rick Barnes landed 2 commitments from California. Guard Day Ames and Loyola Chicago center Miles Rubin, who both visited Knoxville last week. Notre Dame transfer wing Jalen Harrelson is visiting Tennessee basketball on Tuesday this week, coming off a freshman season where he averaged 16 points and 4 rebounds. For all your foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Bring news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Top 104.5 The Zone. Welcome in. Monday edition. Brett Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you had a great weekend. Rory wins the Masters back-to-back. We'll talk about it. NFL draft coming up a week from Thursday. Yeah. Looks like Bailey to the Jets.
Bailey?
So what do you do it for? Do you trade?
You do what you do.
Do you do Love or Reese or Styles? Because if Bailey goes 2, then it's a 2. Then you're really drafting second overall, if we already know that. With those 2 guys out, him and Mendoza out. So we'll talk about it. Basketball.
I feel like
portal.
I need Coach Sala to tell us how Reese would fit into his system.
You like Reese over
Well,
Sandy Styles?
we have certainly pointed out that I am out on Bain, and now of course, 2 weeks before the draft, week before the draft, all the extracurricular stories start to come out, right?
I'm still not out on Bain, though.
I'm out on him, but not because of what came out this
You
weekend.
have been.
Yeah, I've been out on him on his measurements.
Yep.
Anyway,
I've been on Love for a while.
I know
I've
you
had
love
love in my veins for a while.
Yeah, you have.
You're on the love train.
He is on the love train. I don't know. I'm.
So I am.
You're on the love train too.
No, I'm in that. I don't know. I'm on the I don't know train.
Styles.
Yeah, I'm like all over. Like
Arvell Reese.
the good thing about it for me is you getting a foundational piece, regardless however you want to cut it, slice it. I don't think this is one of the situations like when we had with Cam Ward. Like we need Cam, we got to go take like you. The difference is you have options.
So don't trade.
I can't
take
trade.
one of these guys.
Yeah, I can't trade.
I'm with you on that.
I can't trade.
But I would not be surprised if they do.
Oh my God, I would.
I mean, Monday morning quarterback on Friday was talking about a trade with Dallas to 12 and grab 20 also. So you would have 2 of the top 20 picks in the draft, but you would lose out on one of these 4 or 5 guys we've been talking about for months.
I ain't got time if they trade back.
I mean, we've heard how much they value draft capital. Like, that's kind of been Bergonzi's MO since he's been hired. At least that's what he says his MO is since he's been hired. So I would not be surprised.
12 and 20? That's pretty damn good.
2 first-round picks.
2 first-round picks.
2 of the top 20 picks.
But when you look at this crop this year, how many players have first-round grades? Wasn't it like 14, 16 or something?
I mean, usually it is.
Just generically, right?
I think next year.
I think this year is less than normal, right?
People always
You've got
talk
a lot
about
of good average, like high average guys, maybe not a lot of top 10 guys.
People always talk about next year's going to be better and all that stuff. Well, it is. Like next year could be the best draft ever. So we'll go through some of those names a little bit later, too.
Next
when
year?
you look toward 2027.
Already?
Yeah, heck yeah.
God, this
It's
society,
impressive.
man. Can't we just live in the present?
Your boy Cam and your boy Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver, those 2 wide receivers would be better than anything in the draft this year. Both of them.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Arch, theoretically.
Well, guess what? That's what everybody said last year, too.
I know. He could stay, though. We'll see. All that to get to 615-737-1045 if you want in. 615-737-1045. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's on Davenport.
Let's go.
We talked about your day last Thursday.
Yeah.
That concluded with your MC talents being utilized for the Rally on the Runway for pediatric cancer. What did they raise? $750,000?
Yeah, $545,200 and something.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty.
I was thinking in my head it was $745, but yeah, that's a lot of money.
$545.
So then,
more than, I think it was about $40,000 more than last year.
Hey.
How about that? Way to go, people who helped and donated and all of those things.
All those Rally Challenge
Those
teams.
hero kids, man.
Way to go.
They were phenomenal.
They are precious.
They walked the runway with, very famous people like Slay. And then the people walking
Slay's
with them.
girl killed it.
Gracie!
The kids walking, then the talent turns them over and they become the talent. They go to the end of the runway and do all these moves. Some kids danced, some kids like vogued out. I don't know. But they had a ball.
Great.
I mean,
Loved
a
it.
ball. So laughing, crying, all those things. Then you had another event on Friday night.
Yes. That was for PTO fundraiser, singer-songwriter night, which, by the way, was phenomenal. And I am going to get one of the songwriters on our show.
Okay. Come on with it.
He wrote a song. It hasn't been picked up anywhere yet, but he played it. And it is so us. It's hilarious.
Really?
It's basically like a lot of cuss words with like but they're not cuss words. They're like switched. So it's funny.
Okay,
like the first letter are switched between the words. Like it's really funny.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little Shiano-like.
Yep,
Yeah.
Twitch-like.
Yes, but anyway, he was hilarious, and so I'm going to try and get him on our show as well.
Love it.
That sounds
So there was a silent auction for raising money to help update the school and the playground and all of that. And
I heard you auctioned us off.
I auctioned us off, and I have really bad news at who bought this auction item.
Who would buy us?
You know how I talk about my
Keith Urban.
I wish. I wish. I wish.
Michael
We are
McDonald.
not that fortunate.
Reese Witherspoon. We've been
That
trying to
would've
get her on the show forever.
That would have been even better. So it was lunch with 3HL. Come sit in studio for a show, interact with us. And then also it was like a Nashville media package, WSMV, Carol Sullivan. They get to go
she's
to her
awesome.
show. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Get to go to her show and, play on the green screen and do all the things at the news station. So it was both of those. It was like a media package. So the bad news is who my friend, I always say my obnoxious Georgia fan friend, Casey. Yeah, she bought it,
Wow.
which means not only did she buy it, she paid $2,000 for it. Now, it all goes to a great cause. It's
Yeah.
for the kids.
I saw Casey try to buy something the night before, too.
Yeah.
She's wild out there with them paddles.
So for all my Georgia fans out there, on the day that her family comes in to spend the show with 3HL, watch out, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of barking and
Yes.
Georgia love. So
This is going to be wild.
I might have to be absent that day.
So do we have to have lunch and then do the show with them?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Where are we going to lunch, Babs? Do we know?
No,
that's the
neighbors.
question.
Where else do we go?
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
What up, Pillar?
My guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dude.
Well, that'll
So-
be fun.
That would
So
be
there you
fun.
go.
Be on your best behavior, Casey.
I know. And I was like, I know you didn't pay that for our show because you could probably technically come in whenever you want.
I mean,
That's right.
I'm like, it was all
What day
about
we
the
going to
TV,
lunch?
wasn't it? Yeah.
probably true. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. You better be ready.
Car ain't got no roof. Nope. No. Okay. Maybe this time in
He tried.
a week and a half
Yep.
draft.
Yes.
If they draft Jeremiah Love at number 4,
No roof.
no roof,
For that
Let's
day.
go,
For that
baby.
day. For that day.
is it only
For that
That
day, and
draft
then we
pick?
got to see. Yeah. For that day, and then we got to see.
Arvell won't count, Sonny won't count?
Sonny could get me.
Okay.
Sonny could get me. He could get.
Your
He can get a
brother's
sunroof,
your
yeah.
brother's been on Sunny for months.
He could get the sunroof opened up. I don't know if we could drop the whole top.
What about Jeremiah Love?
That's what we
Roof
just
comes
said.
off.
The
Oh,
roof comes off.
Roof come off.
Sorry, I was looking up 20.
Just for that
I know
day.
you're not listening to us.
It's just for that day, though, yo.
Just for that.
Because then we got to go back into, like, everybody relax and wait on the moment.
Back into build mode.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, but let's have a little fun while we got it.
Always.
It's a sunny day. Let's take the car for a spin.
Sunny day. Sunny day.
I have an announcement.
Oh.
Announcement's presented by your mom and them.
Yeah. No, that's a shout out. Mama Neil.
Oh.
Unc Neil.
Oh,
There's
down the
Unc.
street. We hadn't had an announcement.
Yeah,
in a while.
we ain't had one in a minute. I just gotta go and let people know, man. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all know this. When it comes to certain things, this is where I'm cold-blooded at. And in the kitchen, when it comes to getting down on pancakes, that's my thing.
Uh-oh, here we
I ain't
go.
got a lot
here
of
we
things, but that's my thing. And I know what they do. Put it on social media this morning. I know what it was looking like. Golden, crispy around the edges, fluffy. I will add, I love my pancakes fluffy. You know what I'm saying?
So you put milk in them to make them fluffy?
Babs, what I will not do ever again on this station is give away any of my secrets.
He gave away one secret on that.
Yeah, I will, but I will say I add things. But to that point, man, Cracker Barrel, shout out to y'all. I mess with y'all. You know what I mean? I mess with y'all, especially inside of the restaurant. But outside of the restaurant, be real. Y'all can't mess with Aunt Jemima. Y'all cannot mess with Aunt Jemima. Auntie been holding it down so long that I think she just got a chokehold on me, yo. I'm gonna be real. Because my pancakes were straight. 1 to 10, I'm gonna be real, that was about a 6. It was about a 6.
Where's Aunt Jemima?
Mama gonna come through 10. Aunt Mama coming through 10
I mean,
all
without
day long.
question, ever.
Man, ever in a day. Now, I will say, with the Cracker Barrel mix, you probably need to go thin because they always go very, very thin. And I think they got to have their syrup. I think their syrup got to be added to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
You didn't have the Cracker Barrel syrup.
No, so Zephyr and Keith, I will say, man, like, y'all failed me on this one. Now, I'm going to take one of y'all stars away on the pancakes outside of the restaurant. Inside the restaurant, they still fine. I'm going there every single time and getting Mama's pancake breakfast. But outside, nah. It was a little, it wasn't.
You know what the problem was?
It wasn't what it was supposed to be.
The
What?
problem was you didn't have me back there cooking them.
Oh.
No, I just had the pancakes when I went to Chicago.
No.
You wasn't up there either. You wasn't in Chicago, and they were good.
Trust me.
What are you
They
trying
know
to
me out
say?
there. Cracker Barrel ain't as good as without me back there in the kitchen.
So you're saying you're a better cook than Slay? Is that what?
Not in his
what it
kitchen.
sound like.
Not in his kitchen. In the Cracker Barrel kitchen.
I know, but my kitchen go everywhere. I can be at the Residence Inn kitchen.
He's backtracking.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
backpedaling.
It sounds like we need to have a little cook-off.
He's
A little-
backpedaling.
Kitchen doesn't
Sound
touch
like
the Cracker Barrel.
it sound like we got a pancake cook-off. Is that
You and
what
I
it
are
Just
sound
like the
If you're-
athletic
if
with
you and
Diana
I-
Rossini. He's
Yeah,
backpedaling.
that's
If
exactly
you,
what
and I,
this is.
if you and I were in the Cracker Barrel kitchen, I'd win.
See, that's the difference between me and you. You can only cook in Cracker Barrel kitchen.
I can cook in my kitchen at home. Not as good
That's
as
what you
not,
just said.
Not as
Zach,
good
you
as,
just
not-
all over the
listen,
place right
not
now.
as good as I
The
can cook in the
Canadians
Cracker
coming
Barrel
out
kitchen.
in you. Canadians coming out in you again, dog.
The Cracker Barrel kitchen.
Well, let me just go
was
and
my
tell you
home.
what it is. Them cakes ain't nothing. Since that what you want to hear, Big Slay. They're zero. I'm telling you that right now. They're zero. I only get them now. Don't sell that mix nowhere. It's Aunt Jemima. That's what it is. Take that and burn it. I'm throwing it away. I'm taking it back to the recycle place. They ain't nothing. My pancakes ain't never been sitting on the stove that long like that. Maybe things get. And I just made some the night before I made Aunt Jemima's. The house was raving. Like,
Yeah.
hey, man, go make them in the morning. I said, you know what?
You got that
I'm going to
smell
switch
going?
out. I'm going to switch it up on y'all.
Did they notice? Or did you
They
tell
still
them?
on the stove.
Oh.
Yeah, they noticed. They ain't nothing. I noticed. I couldn't even mop them. I usually eat 4-5 cakes. I ate 2 just because I was hungry. Yeah, man, they ain't nothing. I'm going to be real. I just got to give you the all the way food critic Big Slay, you know what I mean, when I'm coming through. So shout out to Angel Mama. And I know they tried to change the name. I see y'all in the chat, the Pearls Milling. We know what it is. I still got my same Angel Mama bottle, so I go buy the Pearls Milling syrup and pour it in the Angel Mama bottle. I'm still holding on. But Zelf, I don't know what y'all going to do, man. Y'all get the stars back off. And I gave y'all props on social media and everything.
Do you have your apron?
No, I ain't got no apron.
Oh.
I have not been to pick it up.
It's always something. Always something. But that's my only announcement.
You could always go and make a celebrity appearance at the Cracker Barrel.
No, I wouldn't. I don't need to. See, that's where you keep on feeling. I don't need to be in a certain kitchen, dog. I know what I do. I could be in any kitchen. If it was one downstairs with a stove, I could make them downstairs.
There is one downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could be anywhere, y'all. That's my accessibility travels everywhere. I don't have to be in no certain spot. Zeph need to be in a certain spot. He got to be in the Cracker Barrel. I ain't got to be in no Cracker Barrel.
Can I give a shout out?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Shout out to the Nashville Predators who I went and saw them on Saturday.
Did they win?
They took a money line bet on them. They were 1.5 goal underdog, and they won 2-1.
Nice.
Shout out to the Predators.
Do you like watching a game in person when you have money on it? Does it make it like more fun?
Yeah, toward the end.
When you're winning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alyssa told me
the
to
way
tell
I do
you,
Bridgestone Arena, though, I kind of walk around that place.
Alyssa told me to tell you she's jealous because we still have not seen Preds win in person.
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, stop going.
No, I know it's me.
Stop
That's why I
going.
don't go.
So, yeah, we end up at this bar on the club level, and Jenny, shout out to Jenny. She's the bartender up there. That's awesome. So, y'all know what I'm talking about. Here are some of the players. Actually, I'll do this when we come back. 615-737-1045. Some of the 2027 guys, potentially.
I can't believe we're talking about 2027.
Well, when you start talking about draft picks that could go into that year, there's a reason why
You are right.
a lot of those GMs are holding on to the 2027 picks, and there are stories being written about that now and reporting being done. We'll talk about it when we come back. Also, the question, if Bailey does go to the Jets, then that leaves you with Reese or Styles or Love at 4. Which way do you go? 615-737-1045.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay here. And this April is Celebration of Autism Awareness Month. Vita Nova stem cell professionals are stepping up in a big way for families right here in Middle Tennessee. They're offering 20% off of all stem cell and exosome therapies for autism candidates throughout the entire month of April. Leading the charge is the one and only, the local expert, Dr. Mehta. The board-certified regenerative medical specialist with years of experience treating neurological disorders using advanced stem cell and exosome therapies, Dr. Mehta and the team at Vita Nova are dedicated to helping supporting families with real regenerative options. So if you're exploring the new possibilities for your loved one, now's the time. Call Vita Nova at 615-801-8005 today or visit VitaNovaTN.com for details. That's 20% off all month long. Only at Vita Nova Stem Cell Professionals in Franklin, 615-801-8005.
Gupton Motors, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. Check out their latest Jeep lineup, adventure-ready SUVs built for Tennessee roads. Ram trucks with the power, the capability, and the toughness to get jobs done. Stylish, comfortable Chrysler cars, perfect for everyday driving. Huge selection of new vehicles and a team that makes buying easy. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there, new and pre-owned. All of the deals they have going on in the month of April right there at GuptonMotors.com. Also exciting news, a brand new, bigger and better Gupton Motors location is coming soon. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. GuptonMotors.com, again, the website, the new location. Right up the road from the original spot, making it even easier to visit. Experience the difference at Gupton Motors in Springfield. For the best buying experience, you got to go to Gupton. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Conversation during the break. Breakfast for dinner is one of the best things going.
Oh, absolutely. Best
That's
thing.
what we did last night.
Oh, tater tots everywhere.
It's like, what are we going to eat for dinner? Breakfast for dinner.
Would you like to share your slush desired flavors?
Yes, this was cherry, blue raspberry, extra cherry.
What do you
good.
think, Babs?
It's good.
I tried to call them, though.
You
We're supposed to
definitely
get-
didn't have to get this big of one.
I know. I didn't mean to. I meant to get
44.
mine that big, and I meant to get you a medium.
I'm going to be
But-
jacked up on sugar.
Y'all
I
both
want,
are.
I want you to match Baby Babs when you see her tonight. So your energy can be up to.
She went to a birthday party yesterday that had donuts, cake, a cotton candy machine where they made it right in front of you.
Wow.
Like, I don't think that child has had that much sugar ever. She was up all night.
I love it. It's the
Let's go.
weekend. It was the
Party.
weekend, Babs. It's something we call
Yeah,
for
but
the
that's
summer.
the party host parent just turns all the kids back over to their parents at like
Yep.
4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, deal with all
There
this.
you go. You're welcome.
It ended right at 4.
Yeah.
That's
You
just-
are dead on.
Didn't you say there was
Okay.
going to be a magician involved in this?
Yeah, apparently I totally misread the invite. That was not the case.
How did Magic get involved in it?
I don't know. Because it was like a fairy magical
A
invite.
magical experience.
Yes. Lost in translation for me.
So I was reading a piece about guys for next year's draft class, and they were saying Dante Moore, the quarterback at Oregon, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Had he come out this year, he would have been the second pick. But he stayed in school. All these guys are staying in school, man.
Yeah, because they're making millions.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith, 6'3", 225, has 27 touchdowns already. Wide receiver, Ohio State. He said, he kind of alluded to Chris Lowe, and we could talk with Lowe about this a little bit later. He'll be on at 5:20. He kind of alluded that to the fact that he had like a $10 million offer to leave Ohio State, and he stayed.
I believe it. Don't you?
Well, we were talking
Yes. I
would've
about
offered
Yes.
I would have offered them.
we were talking about this weekend. South Carolina, it came out that Lenora Sellers had an $8 million offer somewhere and decided to stay for less with the Gamecocks.
Oh, we
I don't know how much less, but
So both
Yeah.
those guys.
you know, I mean, if you're talking what 6-7 million
Stop.
as opposed to 8, I don't know.
we know one of those though.
Yeah,
Like with Lenore Sellers, so
yeah.
that's the second year in a row they didn't try to get poached.
Yep. So Dante Moore, Jeremiah Smith, Arch Manning, theoretically. Julian Sayin, the quarterback at Ohio State, could come out. Colin Simmons, for those that don't know, edge rusher at Texas, he already has 21 sacks and 29 and a half tackles for a loss. He's chasing Will Anderson.
Dude,
Who
it
had
starts
34.
talking about how good his team is, too.
I'm with it.
I mean, watch out.
Jordan Seaton, offensive tackle LSU. John Henry Daly, edge from Michigan. Trevor Lauk, offensive tackle from Iowa. There are a lot of offensive tackles. Cam Coleman, wide receiver, Texas.
Yeah.
6'3",
Should have
200.
been Auburn.
Y'all wouldn't throw him the ball
He told him to too.
We
Yeah,
didn't have a
throw the ball.
quarterback that could do anything.
until the very end. Then they did throw it to him.
They couldn't stop throwing it to him. They force fed him at Vandy. Tried to get him to stay.
Josh Hoover, quarterback, Indiana. Dylan Stewart, edge, South Carolina. I keep forgetting about him. Stud, first-round pick. He's 6'6", 250, Dylan Stewart, coming off the edge of South
Yes,
Carolina.
yeah. He's a maniac.
And then first cornerback taken, they say, will be Leonard Moore, 6'2", 195. 7 interceptions from Notre Dame, 5 last year.
I wonder would a receiver
6'2",
take a step.
195.
Yeah.
That's just guys like
The receiver
that have already
for,
produced.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
The freak, built like a freak. What is 6'5", run a 4.2 probably or something. I forgot his darn name, man.
I've got it pulled up.
But a monster. He,
Jaden Sellers, Nick Harbor.
Nick Harper.
Nick Harper.
There you go. Yep.
Nitro Tuggle. They got a receiver named Nitro.
What a great name.
It is. He can catch it.
It has NIL deals written all over it.
He gone. Boost. Hit the
You may
nitro
run
boost.
like Hayes, but
You hit like Shiano.
you can't catch. And you're a wide receiver. 615-737-1045. You want in. Talking about, we were talking with Zach Lyons in between shows, and he was talking about Bailey to the Jets. Seems like a done deal. So at that point at 4, do you take Jeremiah Love Or do you take Reese or Styles, one of those two that doesn't go 3? And, heck, maybe they're both still there because the offensive tackle from Miami goes 3, which we've seen in a lot of mock drafts. So you could get your choice of all those guys. 615-737-1045. Kevin in Brentwood. Kevin, what's up?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Kevin.
Slay, have you tried the hot bacon honey mustard wrappers yet?
No, man, I ain't been back since that. But don't believe me. I'm going to get a little side of it.
So, Rueben Bain Jr., has anybody asked the question, was the cause of this accident maybe his small, tiny hands?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's supposed to be his arms, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it's
Hard to keep your hands on the wheel when you got small hands and short arms, right?
Oh, man.
Could be. Y'all were talking about going to Italy a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to let you know I would be going to Italy in about a week and a half to pick up my wife.
Yeah,
you
were going to leave her at the airport.
Leave her, right?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
you have an
For
outstanding
customs.
ticket.
She does.
No, yeah, that was what y'all were talking about. But I'm going to pick up my wife because on our 10-year wedding anniversary, I took her to Italy and promised her on her 20-year anniversary I'd come back and get her. So I got to head back.
Thank you, Kevin.
Probably not coming back.
Just
Find a
stay
nice
with that. Yeah.
Italian man over there.
A little Vitello somewhere.
They have nice Italian men over there.
Tony V.
Italy has some very pretty men.
This is what they say.
They probably have some very pretty women, too.
Probably.
This is true, too.
The story about Bain, this is from Read Optional. Bain, then a sophomore at the University of Miami, was driving on Interstate 95 in Miami at 4 a.m. on March 17, 2024, when his vehicle struck another car before careening into concrete barriers on both sides of the highway, according to police crash records reviewed by the Read Optional. One of 4 passengers in Bain's car, Destiny Betts, a 22-year-old college student from Georgia who was visiting Miami for spring break, suffered incapacitating injuries and was rushed to the hospital. She never regained consciousness and died on June 13th after spending almost 3 months in a coma. The second passenger was hospitalized with injuries. 2 other University of Miami players were in the car at the time of the crash. Linebacker Wesley Besaint and Nilajak Kelly, who later transferred to UCF, both teammates of Bain at Miami, both eligible for the 2026 NFL Draft. The police crash report states that Bain operated his vehicle in a careless or negligent manner. Bain's car, owned by a company named Miami Sports 27 Incorporated, struck the east concrete wall before being redirected into the west concrete wall, where it came to rest. It was later towed after sustaining damage. No field sobriety test was administered at the scene. Bain was cited for careless driving. The charge was dismissed approximately 2 weeks before Betts died while she remained in a coma. That's the Rueben Bain story.
4 a.m. Nothing good happens after midnight.
Unless you got a driver.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's tough, man.
yeah,
Tough.
that is
situation.
tough.
So the
This is not a new story. It's
Right.
just newly
and I will tell you that
publicized.
NFL teams
Been on.
knew about it. They have dove into it. It is not a surprise to any NFL team in this draft.
Right.
Does that keep you off
I
him?
know that for a fact.
It's been reported that they've asked him about it, that most teams are. I think I saw one person say that most teams are okay with his answers about it. Like, but I mean, again, that's just reporting. So.
I mean, this happens every year prior to the draft, close to the draft, where something from the past is brought up, and you see some are true, some are not. You know, all of that. That's the ugly side of the business, right?
Yep.
Where things like that are dug up. But I think when you add that to maybe the measurables, the other talk behind the scenes on Rueben Bain as far as a teammate, all of that stuff, I think that he will fall because of all of it, because of the addition of all of it together, right?
I think when you look at it, for one, for the public to pull the curtain back, once you get on the radar, meaning coming out of, what was it, junior year, and you expect to have a great season, they don't wait for you to have a great season and then say, oh, this dude right here going to the draft. Let's start investigating them.
Right.
That's not how it works. Like, once you on the radar, it's people showing up at your school. It's people talking to friends and family. It's people talking to community members. It's people talking to coaches. Like, they do a thorough investigation. So to Babs' point, they know about this. Me, I don't lean off of it now because of that. Yeah, I think some teams are equipped to handle that as far as media-wise or what they're willing to accept.
I mean, he's going to get picked in the first round.
Yeah.
You know?
I said a slide would happen, but I don't see him going past 15.
But maybe there is a slide now.
Yeah, I don't see him going past 15 or somebody.
But I think the slide probably happened with the measurements, right?
Yeah. If it wasn't.
And then you just add it in.
Yeah, I think so. I think some people would be like, man, we don't want to deal with that night of, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as we get them in, that's going to be a couple of questions asked. They're going to continue to ask you once we get into the spring, into the fall. Like, that's something that a lot of people don't want to deal with. Vice versa we've grown to see this in pro sports in general. If you have talent and you can help my team, we're going to get you. Let me also add in there, to Babs' point. If we can get you for cheap, we're going to get you. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised, man, if he were to slide and people work in cohorts with each other and be like, hey, man, like, let him slide 2 more. You know what I mean? Like, we want to deal with him. Like, this is your only time you're going to get the opportunity to get lesser value for a guy with that much potential. Because once he's in the league, you paying what the market says you pay him. So this is your only chance.
So there's also more on this story with Rueben Bain, too, with the family of Destiny who was killed that came out and said, excuse
that ain't nothing but the chair. That ain't nothing but you got to be careful with it. I'm telling you.
That's a slush.
That's why listen, it gets so good.
Is that why they
Babsy.
say you shouldn't give kids slushies?
I'm telling you, you got to be careful because you forget to sip. You start to drink and
Yeah.
syrup in there.
That's syrup. Sipping on some scissor. Speaking of draft bombs, right?
Let's go.
Okay, so anyway, so another journalist had come out and said, I knew about this story. I'd been in contact with the family, the Betts family, which their daughter Destiny is the one who was killed, and his name's Corey, but he said it was their wishes that any story I was working on not be published until after the draft, and released a statement to the guy who originally put the story out as well, and to this guy. And their statement said, we received your request regarding a potential article about our daughter, Destiny Betts. As our family, we remain deeply committed to honoring her memory in a meaningful and appropriate way. Destiny's passing was the result of a tragic accident that occurred several years ago. While the loss remains incredibly painful for our family, we've worked hard to find peace and move forward. And at this time, we're not seeking public attention surrounding this tragedy. We respectfully request our family's privacy be honored. And then also said, we also wish Mr. Bain the best as he continues his life and career. Now, does that mean that the family isn't going to wait till after he's drafted and hit the civil suit? No, not necessarily. Right.
They get into it. Yeah, there ain't no fool, though.
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing, like, if you're a team looking to draft him, is that a possibility that's something that will have to also be handled after the fact? Right. Because of this. So there's just so much. And all it is red flags. Like, you guys remember when Big Panda was drafted by the Titans? Mm-hmm. And we chatted with
Sam
Pittman about him, and he was like, yeah, like there were issues with him coming in, but like once he got to Georgia, like I had no issues. Mm-hmm. I never saw it. He worked hard. He did all, he went out on a limb to say he's good. He's a good kid. He learned how to work hard. Like, it took a little while, whatever. But there were still some I wouldn't say red flags, but there was talk about that.
They were skeptic about it.
In the past, yeah. And look what happened, Yeah. I mean, look what ended up happening. And Coach Pittman was shocked. Mm-hmm. He was absolutely shocked. But there was that conversation.
Go back to Big Jeff. I mean, Big Jeff slid because of stuff in his past.
Yeah.
He's been
great.
And
the ACL, but
he's been great.
But it's phenomenal. Also, I think
has kept his promise to Miss Amy.
No question. And I think I don't know the young man. I'm just speaking from this generation of athlete. Like they're coming up the last 6-7 years with you're hearing, to me, you're hearing more vehicular problems going on with this generation athlete.
I mean, look at
because
Georgia
of the
football.
access, you know what I'm saying, that they have, and the muscle cars is out there. Man, you got access to real live Ferraris, Lambos, the Challengers, the Hellcats, like all of these different vehicles, man. And we almost forget, man, like these are young-minded people with a lot of bread that on a field where you feel invincible.
Yeah.
To come off of there and turn it off. And I think in particular football, you see it in other sports as well, but man, that's a mentality that don't go off. You know what I'm saying? As easy as, okay, let me get out here and be calm. You know what I mean? That's why I think you see when we talk to Red B, one thing about the guy Jeremiah Love is him saying that, hey man, all I do is go play video games and go home, dog. Like this is so it shines a light like, oh, okay, well, wait a minute. Might, you know what I mean? Where another one could slide.
This is less of a risk.
Yeah. So, but I say that to
it's
say
all
it's
about
not an
risk
excuse.
management,
Yeah,
right?
Yep. Especially early, because you're going to run into so much more. But I will say, man, not an excuse for them, but this is what they deal with. This is what you deal with now. Like this is the other end of all of this stuff that you run into, money, the fame. Like this is a different level that any of our generation had to deal with. You may see one or two like this, but you always saw it when the season was over and they were getting ready for the draft. As soon as the bowl game's over or the bowl game's announced, that's when you see a flood of cars, money, jewelry, fast life, you know what I mean? Them getting ready for the league, so it was a little different. You get to see it now before they even step foot on campus as a freshman. They, you know what I mean, bombarded with that, so...
I've talked with Blaine about that whole idea about being able to flip the switch. And I think you're right. I think it's different in football because of the violent nature of that sport and how ratcheted up you have to be. But, like, he used to tell stories about Brian Dawkins. When he went to Philadelphia, and Brian Dawkins had a secondary locker for his football persona, which he called himself Wolverine.
Yeah.
And so he had a Wolverine locker.
Yeah.
And then he had a Brian Dawkins locker.
Right.
He's like, man, when he put that uniform on, that was it. But some guys can't do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
That's like KVB. Kyle Vandenbosch, remember him? That was a...
with the red contact lenses.
That was a switch flipped.
Yeah.
If you want in, 615-737-1045. Kelly and Franklin will lead us off. We'll do that next. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Spring is the season to gear up, and there is no better time to upgrade your equipment and save big at Diggins Turf and Landscape Supply during Toro Days. Now through May 17th, going on now. Take advantage of special savings on Toro walk mowers designed for big-time power, long-lasting durability, and easy operation. It works just as hard as you do, whether you're a landscaping professional or a serious homeowner. Toro delivers the performance that you can count on. And when it comes to quality equipment, replacement parts, and expert advice, there is only one place to go, where the pros go. Diggins Turf and Landscape Supply, with 7 convenient Middle Tennessee locations, including Nashville, Bellevue, Murfreesboro, Brentwood, Hendersonville, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. Help is always close by. Stop in today or shop online at DigginsSupply.com. That's DigginsSupply.com. Diggins Turf and Landscape Supply. Go where the pros go. 3HR 1045, the zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Bouncing around today, talking a lot about the draft, obviously a week from Thursday. Kelly and Franklin. Kelly, what's up?
Hi, I just had a comment on the whole Rueben Bain story.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not the accident so much that bothers me. What does bother me, though, is the ticket that he got for careless driving this past October. That was a year from the accident, and to me, it just shows that he didn't learn anything, that he hasn't grown up, and that's just a few months ago.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, I would not pick him, but I would have picked Jeremiah Love anyway.
I got you. I'm with
No,
you on
that's
that
a
one.
great point,
Yep.
Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Great point. And that's what Greg Burton in the chat, too, said. You want players who make good life choices and are not reckless. And obviously, a second, reckless incident this close to draft shows that there maybe has not been growth there. I'm with her on that one.
I'm twofold on that one, man. It's I've been in
What do
that
you
spot,
mean?
man. Meaning that I knew some of the things that I was doing at 24, 25 years old was dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you also sit me down, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that it's dumb, and I probably should do better too. You know what I'm saying? So that's dicey for me because that didn't mean I've always been who I am. I always had a good heart, good guy, shirt off my back. I'm a ride for you. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I didn't do dumb stuff. So
Did you do dumb stuff twice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the same dumb thing twice?
I said yeah.
You did?
Yeah, but
Do we have some examples, Ron Slay? Are there any examples here?
No, not a lot of examples. I will say I definitely thought more the second time around. And I will say I didn't do it the third time.
Let me ask you this, and this is a serious,
Yeah.
sad question, but was somebody's life ended because of that decision that you had made or mistake you had made in the first time, and then it happened, and then you did it again?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to get that extreme. But I also
Thank the Lord, you know?
I also saw.
I think that's where I look at it too.
Yeah, but I also saw situations coming up from high school on where I was in the vicinity or some of my friends were involved in something of that nature where somebody may have lost their life or were on the verge of it, or the person that did something silly lost their life with time. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen both of them, and you still walk away from it saying, dude, I wouldn't do nothing stupid like that. But then you do something stupid, not to that caliber, but it's still stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's different degrees of stupidity, you know what I mean? And you're still learning as you go. I just think, man, it's hard. It's hard to get a second chance. And for guys like him, I agree with her. The bigger question for me would be, like, the people that are covering up for it, you're allowing for stupidity to continue to happen. So how can I learn from something if I'm not held accountable for the stupidity that I did the first time?
Right.
You know
Well, the
what I'm
hope
saying?
is that he will. But, yeah, I mean, Big Jeff used to say, he didn't say it exactly like this, but, you don't have to be defined by your past.
Absolutely.
You're defined by decisions you make today.
But you know what that's called also? Exactly what I just said. That's a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
so
he fully understood
yeah,
that.
like you just got to take advantage of it. Not take advantage of it. You take heed to it so you can move with the proper steps going forward. It's tough, man. Like, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. I watched a good friend of mine, and everybody's kind of it's well documented the ups and downs that Pac-Man went through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Pac-Man today, even when he got his second or third chance, after even fumbling it with the Dallas Cowboys, but being able to go to Cincinnati, he was he learned from it, but that didn't mean he stopped doing stupid stuff. Still did some stupid stuff. He still has some growing to do, but he's not the man today if he didn't go through that and be given a different opportunity. Like, he was a guy that hit rock bottom, you know what I'm saying, and was able to climb back out of it. So,
you know what you feel when you're around Pac now is love.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
He exudes love, man.
And guess what? He did then, too. It's just everybody didn't get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was more standoffish, protective of his circle and not letting people in. That's like, it is what it is, man. What's up? You know what I mean? Oh, well, hey, how you doing, dog? You want to see what other people stand for. So it's just, man, I just can't waste them away like that. But also understanding this is a draft as well. So this ain't like you saying you throwing him away for life.
I was going to say,
I don't want you people to think I'm getting this extreme. Yeah. I'm just speaking in general. Yeah.
He's going to get his second or third chance.
No question.
Yeah, he'll get it.
No question.
It
but
just
this
might
is what
not
they do.
be in the top 5 where it could have been prior.
But this is what the draft is, and that's why we say walking into it. They're going to nitpick to take you down just so they can get you for cheaper. It's supposed to.
Well,
it's business.
I mean, we could be looking at a situation clearly where we get to pick 10 and Rueben Bain Jr. is still there.
Yep.
You know? And he very easily could be one of those guys that slide. You got multiple reasons for that to have happened. 615-737-1045. Fernando, hang tight. We'll get to you if you want to end. 615-737-1045. This has nothing to do about nothing, really. But I did see from Raised Casino, John Morant has listed his house in Memphis for sale. So here we go. Here we go with John Morant. But what got my attention was the pictures of this house and thinking, man, if this house were in Nashville, how much would it be selling for? It's 6 acres. It's sitting on 6 acres, 13,000 square foot mansion, $3.5 million. What would that go for in Nashville?
Oh, gosh.
10.
Put that thing in Williamson County and see what happens.
You're going past that then.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I don't understand how someone lives in this house. Like, there's too much space.
Oh, man, you got a lot to do.
It's insane.
You got, work out and stuff.
A lot of people.
Bowling alley, put all kinds of
There's a
things
movie.
up there.
There's a movie theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
Pool room.
I mean,
this goes back to the conversation we having. Like, what are you going out for? I got everything at home. I just bring it to me. That's why
that's what Pac did.
Okay. All right.
That's what him and George Jones became friends.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, y'all don't want me getting in trouble going out? Well, the party come right to me.
Party's coming here.
And I can control this environment.
That's right.
So,
and I ain't leaving.
I'm not going nowhere.
615-737-1045. 3HL Monday edition, 1045 The Zone.
All right, good people. Now, if you're out there, you're looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle, guess who's got it for you? That's Low T Synergy. Yes. Head to Low T Center, the #1 name in TRT. Choose testosterone shots, the pills, inclofine, my bad, that boosting testosterone without affecting fertility. You can get your treatment in the clinic or have your testosterone shipped to your door. You can even choose self-pay or insurance coverage for the payment option that works best for you. And starting April 1st, this is what Low T is doing. They're offering new treatment options, including PT-141, an FDA-approved libido-boosting peptide, new antioxidants, GLP-1 pills, and more. That's right, libido. Boost energy, lose weight, increase confidence, and bring the heat back to your bedroom all together. Want to explore treatments that work with your lifestyle and budget? Book your free T-test now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
United Structural Systems is not just another repair company. They are your local foundation and waterproofing experts. They live here, they work here, and they understand exactly how Tennessee's soil, weather, and homes behave. Serving homeowners across Tennessee for more than 30 years. More than 30,000 local homeowners have trusted USS. That experience means they've seen every type of problem our homes face. Every crack or leak tells a story, and USS knows what those signs mean. They pinpoint problems at the source, foundation settlement, basement water intrusion, crawl space, moisture issues, and more. No guesswork, just expert diagnosis from people who know Tennessee homes. The repair solutions are engineered to stand up to our local conditions. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, transferable lifetime warranties, local service, long-time and long-term protection. You're not just getting repairs, you're getting peace of mind. Book your free home inspection at USSTN.com. United Structural Systems, we are problem solvers. We are experienced. We are local. We are USS. USSTN.com.
Good afternoon, 402. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. The Titans announced today that General Manager Mike Bergonzi will hold a pre-draft press conference this upcoming Thursday on April 16th at 9 a.m. You can catch it live right here on 104.5 The Zone with Ramon and Will. And some NFL draft news over the weekend. Ollie Connolly reporting that Miami edge rusher Rueben Bain Jr. was involved in a car crash in March of 2024 that caused by Bain. Bain was cited for careless driving at the time. The charge was dismissed. The crash did unfortunately result in the death of a 22-year-old passenger, Destiny Betts. In Vols news over the weekend, Rick Barnes did land 2 commitments from Cal guard Day Ames and Loyola Chicago center Miles Rubin, who visited with the Vols late last week. However, the transfer portal visits aren't stopping there. They visited with Wake Forest Juke Harris over the weekend at his home and are bringing in Notre Dame transfer wing Jalen Harrelson on Tuesday, coming off a freshman season where he averaged 16 points a game. For every fan dish repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Bringing news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Monday. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Please.
Hey. There she is. She's Dawn Davenport.
Hi, happy Monday, everybody.
That's Mom.
Let's go. We are less than 2 weeks away from the draft, baby.
Week from Thursday. Cannot wait. We'll have you covered on this radio station. That is for sure, all day long. As Bab says, lock it in and rip the knob off.
Rip the knob.
That's what they used to say radio back in the day, when there were more knobs than, buttons. But anyway, Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Turn my little mic off.
Slay, you got a little NHL parlay working?
You know what? So I put one together yesterday. Well, it may have been Saturday night. Saturday night and Sunday night kind of ran together for me. Both consisted of being on the porch. So I went.
So you were doing similar things both nights?
Both nights.
Okay.
But I did have a 4-leg parlay. Let's see, when did I put this in? This was 4:05 a.m. April 12th. So this was Saturday night.
4:05 a.m.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Yours.
Did you not just hear me? Nothing good happens after midnight.
I was on the porch though.
Okay.
Stay on the porch.
All right. So what bet did you make?
I did hear crazy, I don't know if somebody was trying to steal something or people hunting. But man, I'm talking about 2 loud gunshots. What?
Ooh.
Man, it seemed like it was around the corner.
Like in the morning?
Was it you? You look like.
No, it's not me.
Like you heard me?
It could have been.
Exactly.
You're right.
Like I don't know what it was, dude. Like that was wild. Like I went in the house and Chris woke up and was like, "Did you hear that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm on the porch. Yes, I absolutely heard it." But
that's a good thing you went in the house.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Denny. He always tells me, "Don't worry." So
is that your neighbor?
My neighbor.
Yeah. Is that the one that took care of the snake?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
he ex-military?
He's ex-everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just out here kung fu
fighting.
He's everything. So my 4-leg. I was trying to think of the dude, man, what's his name? Commando. Didn't Stallone play Commando? The movie? Y'all don't remember?
No,
Commando? Schwarzenegger. So he's like him.
Yeah.
My 4-leg, which my guys, the CBJs, messed it up. I had them money line. They lost 3-2 to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I had New Jersey to beat Ottawa. They beat them 4-3 money line. So tonight, if you want to get in on this last leg that I already had prepared, St. Louis Blues plus 1.5, Preds money line tonight. What did you just say the Preds money line was now?
Preds minus 155. So they're a pretty good favorite tonight against the Sharks over at Bridgestone Arena.
So they went down.
They need to win. They only have 2 games left.
Well, let me go and add this in.
They got to put pressure on the Kings. They trail by 1 point, and the Kings have one more game than the Preds do. although all 3 of the Kings games are on the road. However, the Kings at the Kraken tonight, Kings a minus 175 healthy, a favorite.
Yeah, that's tough.
So we went on Saturday. They look good.
Yeah. So if the Kings win, though, they hurt them?
Yeah.
What if we win and
if the Kings win and the Preds lose, it's over.
Yeah,
if the Kings win in regulation.
And the Preds win, then we just got some math to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to get it all sorted, York, before I make this bet.
Well, before you make that bet, Richard in Springfield wants to talk about the Preds. Richard, what's up?
Okay, what you got for me, Richard? I'm depending on you now.
And the key to the game for the Nashville Predators is to make some skates and to be able to use slot shot tic-tac-toe. And then the final keys to the game, let Steven Stamkos and Roman Josi get a hat trick at the same time in one game.
Whoa. I will say this, Richard. Last time you called with your little Preds picks, you called Josi scoring a goal, and he did.
Mm-hmm. I know. Don't laugh at it, Richard. No, you got to be.
That really happened, Richard. I promise. Both hat tricks. Ooh. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Richard got his little Preds pick sometimes, man.
Yeah, but Rich, you can't laugh after you make your picks because then we ain't going to take you serious, dog. Like that. Go on, stand on it like you did the last time. Don't get your to make you laugh. No. Just do it after your make you laugh.
His laugh came across to me. I was like, you're damn right I got it right.
It's Rich Money. That's your new name, about? Rich Money, when you come through.
Oh, man.
Okay, Rich Money.
So, yeah, Preds need to win. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Okay, well, I'm making my wager.
Preds win in regulation, and the Sharks lose in regulation. Preds back in the playoffs.
Making a wager.
With 1 to go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
615-737-1045 is the number. By the way, John Morant, his contract goes through next year. He will have made about $235 million.
That's just basketball.
And he's got his little $3.5 million house.
Yeah, don't forget.
That's just basketball.
Yeah, don't forget about his shoes. His shoes one of the hottest shoes out the last 2 years. And he ain't even been playing.
I think you should design a shoe called the Sleigh Ride.
It's rough on me. It's rough on my little imagination. It don't operate like it, yo.
What do you mean?
Your imagination doesn't?
Yeah, not for design and stuff.
You need somebody to design it and then you tweak it?
I can give you some skits. I can do the commercials.
I'm sorry, some what?
Skits.
Skits.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Got it. Did not know what that was.
How are the Slushes doing, y'all?
Slushes is on fire over here.
Hey, we are jacked.
I figure out how I'm going to manipulate us in this next hour and a half.
Yeah, we're
ready. Have to go home and clean the house, do some laundry.
Skits.
Yeah, I can do some skits for the commercials for the shoes.
I mean, the Sleigh Ride would be a perfect name.
Come
for
on,
the
man.
Shoes, man.
Boy.
You know?
You can fly in them things.
I could?
Yes. If your imagination goes that far, you
Yeah. That's who we're going to sell them to. Old white dudes. Sleigh Ride. We are off the
boy, them would be good, though.
Coming soon to an old white dude.
Coming to a park near you.
Oh, man. So if it's Arvell Reese or Jeremiah Love, let's throw Styles out of there. Maybe Styles goes 3. Who knows? But if it's Arvell Reese, now keep in mind, Mike Detillier, one of our draft guys we had on Friday, and he said those are the top 2 players in the draft for him, Arvell Reese and Jeremiah Love. And he said for the Titans, he wouldn't pass up Love, despite the fact that he has Reese ranked 1. He just says the ceiling for Reese through the roof.
Which do you think if you pay? This is what's going to help me. The more of this that comes out, is Jeremiah Love this NFL franchise generational talent? That's my question. Because I think
feel like
Saquon and
the
those guys.
Overwhelming consensus is yes.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, that settles it for me. It's no ifs, ands, like you can't pass that up. You can't. I also was talking to some of my guys this weekend when I was on the porch, and the thought was if you can get if If a team can go out there and score between 18 and 21 points with a defense that's going to go get it, we can win games. It's come from a defensive guy. So what do you
like the Seahawks and the Patriots?
Yeah. So what are you willing? What you want to have? What you want to build on? I think that's what it comes down. Whichever piece you take, that's what you're choosing to build with.
Also,
We're
is
building
Arvell
our
Reese
offense or we're building our defense?
Is Arvell Reese going to be a piece that fits better in a 3-4 edge linebacker type situation as opposed to an outside linebacker in a 4-3?
See, that's why I kind of like.
I mean, you can interchange them, but if your base is a 4-3 and he's an outside linebacker,
Right.
is he more effective that way? Or I would think 3-4 edge, but
Now, what is Sonny?
Who am I?
Sonny is middle.
inside middle.
So that's what. See,
That's the head coach.
I would lean more. There you go.
That's why
I would be-
that's why I wonder about him.
Give me Sonny or Love, man. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
That's why I would be at. Just because I need whichever piece I get, that's who we leaning on. That's where Cam got to go be Cam, with or without Jeremiah Love. Whatever weapons we get you, you got to go be him. Now we can add to that by saying we can take some of that pressure up off of you if we go get Jeremiah Love, where it's now on both of y'all to carry this franchise. But that's on both sides of it. If we go get Sonny Styles and sit him in the middle, Big Jeff and Sonny Styles, y'all the pillars of this franchise. Carry us there.
Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, or Jeremiah Love at 4. You get your choice.
Golly.
615-737-1045.
Tough. Listen here. Every year we get all hyped for this draft, and we start to think like, man, if they pick my guy, I'm jumping up, I'm throwing the snacks here. Well, the commercials can't hold me. Everything is going down. But when you jump up and you feel that little pull in your back, and then you got to sit back down, forcefully, not willingly, you know who you need to call? You need to call the Joint Chiropractic. They're the real MVP of Middle Tennessee. They got 17 locations all across Middle Tennessee and open days, nights, and weekends. So whenever your back decides to act up, morning, evening, or mid-draft, they're ready for you. The best part, no insurance is needed. No appointments needed. You just walk right in, walk up, tell them Big Slay sent you, and they'll get you right. Now check this out. For the new patients, you get the consultation, the exam, and the adjustment for just $29. $29. That's cheaper than probably some snacks you're going to buy for the draft party. But adjustments start as low as $21. Man, that was fast. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, the Joints got your back literally. Hit thejoint.com and find a location near you and get back to feeling yourself.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Remember we talked on Friday about how Tennessee had some work to do in baseball to even make the postseason?
That's right.
They go to number 9 Mississippi State and sweep them.
So you saying they did the work then, Yor?
Did the work.
Great start towards working back.
Great. Now, Mississippi State people were upset because they were in the top 5 when they played Georgia. And so they've lost 6 SEC games in a row, all at home. Got swept by Georgia, got swept by Tennessee.
Ooh, spanky.
Them little bull puppies.
Man, get them on by them little short-legged dogs.
I do want to give credit to
Take a dog.
Josh Elander this weekend. It felt like this weekend he pressed all the right buttons. It felt like in the weekends leading up in SEC play, there were a couple of decisions that were questionable and that could be questioned towards him in terms of pulling guys out of the bullpen, leaving guys in, and stuff like that. It felt like this weekend everything clicked, and the guys responded to it. And they've got a freshman, Cam Appenzeller.
Hell of a name.
Oh, my God. This dude can pitch. He might be the best player on their
He
team.
meant that one.
He went G-O-D with an exclamation point.
Can you add an S in there?
Like what?
He was on the pulpit.
What is the one thing that like Tennessee's always had that like star pitcher, right?
Yeah.
This guy is better. I feel like this guy is better than any star pitcher they've had.
Wow.
Like he's got that much potential.
That's strong.
So,
Random question. Would you guys take Malachi Fields in the 3rd round or Elijah, the wide receiver from Notre Dame, or Elijah Surratt from Indiana?
I watch Surratt more, but I also understand they keep saying his route running isn't the greatest. Comeback catch for more.
Yeah, he's not great at separating.
Separating. There you go. Yep.
But you're talking about 3rd round wide receiver.
Who was Malachi? Did you watch him? Watch any of him?
Or
Michael Orr.
Malachi Fields, excellent leaping ability and dominant contested catch winner, 6'4", 222. Limited separation skills, twitchy corners can mirror underneath. Reliable hands, strong blocker in the screen game. Elijah Surratt, savvy technician, dominating man coverage with league-leading contested catch wins, excellent hands and route precision, below average separation and explosiveness, limited wingspan, and not a springy leaper.
They sounded like the same person.
a springy leaper.
Or do you go Jacob Rodriguez, that linebacker from Texas?
have you already gotten a linebacker in your draft?
That's what I was going to say.
No, it's Jeremiah Love and T.J. Parker so far.
I'll take the linebacker.
I wouldn't hate going up the linebacker there.
I'll go with Joe.
Do y'all just randomly sit here and do these draft simulators from A to Z Sports?
I do them through you because you do them. Just roll my guy.
Oh, man.
Roll with the Euro.
What are we going to do after the draft?
We're going to talk to the players.
Yeah. We'll have, like, legit real human beings that have been selected
Come on now.
to come live in Nashville.
We get to talk to them.
Yeah.
Get to find out. You take them in a boom boom room. Find out what they like. What do you do after football?
Like last year, the next day, the Friday, we did a live show where Cam Ward came and did the show live, and he did 2 segments, and he went in the boom boom room.
Mm-hmm.
I think he appreciated his time in the boom boom room.
Yeah, it was a great welcome.
He loved the movie
city.
Life, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. We got to talk to his parents. Parents was out there holding him down. They looked so unbothered, like, man, we've been doing this so long.
That's my baby up there.
I love that. That was pretty dope right there.
So,
We need to repeat that.
well, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how that works itself out.
Titans, y'all hear that? Think they listen?
Why did you say it louder?
maybe somebody had their volume down a little bit. It's like, oh, they called our name.
615-737-1045. Transfer portal going.
It's rolling.
It's going. Tennessee added Tyler Lundblade, of course, from Belmont. We talked a lot about him, 3-point shooter. Miles Ruben, we talked about last week, visiting 237 block shots in 103 games.
Yeah.
Dude can go get it, 6'10", 220.
Need to go get it. Need that. Rim protection.
And Day Ames,
Yeah. Got your guard.
12 games over 20 last year.
Good combo guard. Go get a bucket.
And they've got, as Zeph put in his update, Juke Harris, Wake Forest shooting guard, Visited Michigan, visited UNC, now will visit Tennessee.
Did you see that? I don't know.
He's a number 3 rated player.
I don't know if this is real, but I saw someone put out.
I don't know if this is real.
I don't. Well, I wouldn't put it past college basketball nowadays.
No.
Apparently, UNC reportedly offered him $5 million.
Yeah, I don't think that's not. Listen, the numbers that you hear they may seem far fetched, but I don't think they are.
See, that's why I said it's very believable in this day and age.
Yeah,
but also that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it is. You also got to realize people like him, like we heard CeeLo talk about it. Chris. CeeLo is Chris. Chaz Lanier got offered a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Jacoby Gillespie got offered a lot more. The thing with Tennessee that you got to realize is you're getting offered the money to get paid, but you got to want to be there. So it's a fit that goes with them. When you start talking about a value, if North Carolina's willing to pay $5 million, Tennessee may be only willing to pay 2.7 or something, 2.8. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. The other part is Jackson Lindenberg didn't take over 3 last year. Cam Boozer didn't take over 3 last year. So if you go and get 5, believe me, that expectation is being put on you. Not only do you need to deliver, but you need to be player of the year, definitely in the conference. So it's about fit too, man. And the people that don't take those big old signings are people that probably have a future in that game.
What about guys that take the money and then don't end up playing?
Yeah.
That's tough.
See, don't forget that's a side of it too. That's a rough side. I wouldn't want to be on that side, but we'll see how it all shakes out.
You got another visitor?
Yeah, this one came out. I can't remember who had it first. Might have been a Rocky Top insider. Jalen Harrelson, Notre Dame transfer wing. Averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds a game last year as a freshman up there at Notre Dame. So he's visiting with the Vols on Tuesday.
There you go.
Zeftar put a poll out on Twitter at 3HL1045. Assuming, you know what to do when you use that word.
Ask you me.
Assuming Fernando Mendoza goes 1 to the Raiders and David Bailey goes 2 to the Jets, who do you want the Titans to draft at number 4? Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, or trade back? 22% so far say trade back. 22% say Arvell Reese. No percent. I guess Savage hasn't seen this yet. 0% for Sonny Styles.
Come on, Savage, get on your job.
56% for Jeremiah Love.
66%.
56.
Oh, I was like, darn, that's over 100.
Oh, there's your answer. Over 100.
No, we going with.
I mean, isn't it interesting to see when this process started where this market was and where it is now?
Nope.
Nobody was talking about Jeremiah Love until like a month ago.
Nope. But
Maybe
we knew about him.
That's
so true.
Right before the combine is when it really ticked up.
It was when Stoney sat in and asked Rhett Bryan about an outside guy, and Rhett brought Jeremiah Love up.
And then who was it at the combine that said that the Titans thought, I can't remember the dude's name.
Well, Bergonzi spoke highly on
he got asked about him. And then
and that kind of sparked it.
And then it's just been I have seen more Jeremiah Love in the last 6 weeks than I have the entire offseason leading up to the combine.
But if you give 4 options on a poll and 50% are to one dude, you hardly ever see things like that.
Well, and the other highest number is trade back.
Yeah. Which is now up to 33% as we continue this discussion. So at 3HL1045.
And I saw, didn't Albert Breer, I think, just put out a report saying that the Titans are looking to trade back.
So...
Which is funny because was this in Monday morning quarterback?
I think so. He put it out this morning.
Because they had a separate writer last week do a mock draft. Remember, I brought it up on the show that the Titans would trade out of 4 with Dallas and pick up pick number 12 and pick number 20. Is that where he's going?
So this is what Albert Brees had to say. He said, several teams behind the Jets are looking to move down. You can count the Cardinals, Titans, Giants, Browns, and Commanders among those already looking at trying to shop down their pick in order to accumulate more capital in the draft. The problem for those 5 is finding teams to move up, and I'd say that there are 2 players who could provoke such a move, one being Arvell Reese, the other one being Jeremiah Love. The 2 teams that he mentions that could move up are the Saints, who have the 8th pick. They've shown a willingness to be aggressive in the past and have a pass rush need. So that kind of leans towards maybe the Arvell Reese pick. And then there's Dallas, who view Reese like they did Parsons in 2021 potentially, and they have 2 first-round picks to play with. He didn't go into specifics about which teams to where, but he does mention the Titans as a team that has been looking to trade down, and the Saints and Cowboys as the 2 teams looking that could potentially look to trade up.
Saints and the Cowboys?
Yeah, so that'd be 8.
I mean, the Cowboys is the realistic one, right? That would be 12.
I think they are realistic for sure because they do have 12 and 20.
Yep.
I'm going to go see what the Saints capital is because...
Capital?
What their draft capital is.
Oh. I was like, capital?
Capital S?
Yes.
For Saints?
They don't have a 2nd or a 4th round pick.
Yeah.
And if you're the Titans...
So I'm not sure what the Saints are going to be able to do there. So they have 8, but they don't have a 2nd or a 4th. So from a package standpoint, at least this year, we've established that teams don't want to let go of any picks for next year's draft, top picks, because that draft class is allegedly going to be solid.
What about the Dolphins? The Dolphins have 2 picks. They're not as – it's 11 and 30, but they have 7 picks in the top 3 rounds of this draft. Now, we've joked about the roster and where it is, but they do have 7
2
picks.
4th round picks, the Saints do? Maybe my notes are wrong.
Yeah, according to this on ESPN from last night, they have 8, 42, which is in the 2nd round, 73 in the 3rd. They've got 2 4th rounders, 132 and 136, which there's a
is that a compensatory,
right
maybe?
The 136 is.
That's why you didn't have it.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they have 2 5th rounders and a 6th rounder.
Do they have 2 turntables and a microphone?
I love all the logistics and trying to figure this out. Just get here, draft day. Get here.
I mean, would y'all be – I mean, we keep talking about this guy, that guy, whatever, but if they traded back to 12 and picked up 20, y'all good with that?
I'm mixed.
Listen, man. I won't
– At that point, I'm looking at CBS Sports and their rankings of players. At 12, it's Casey Concepcion, Texas A&M wide receiver.
I'm cool.
At 20, it's David Bailey. Remember we brought this up to Mike Detillier that they had him 20th best player? And he's like, I don't even know what they're doing.
With the options you got at 4, that's the part that gets me. You got people that you know that's going to move the needle. Like, it ain't even about just potential with who you're going to get at 4. Like any of them guys, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love, these dudes are going to play. Like,
start.
I'm hard going out of there.
You're getting a starter at 4.
That's
Are you
what I'm
getting
saying.
a starter at 12? I don't know.
Like, you really got to develop at 12.
I mean, you are on this team.
But if it's Casey
That's the
Concepcion,
problem.
he's not starting, is he?
No. Oh, well, I don't know. He boy fast.
He's what?
He boy fast.
I need it one more time.
Slut just hit you today, man.
I'm trying to say that boy fast, but he boy fast. So, yeah, he is fast, man. But you heard what was it, Cosella Detillier saying that, man, sometimes just drop him. Drop balls. Like, what are you doing? You got an opportunity to take off. And it's like he tried to catch it and go too fast. He's so fast. He runs without catching it first.
I'd wonder. I wonder if they were if they trade outside the top 10, like down to that 12, if they might go trenches again. Might potentially go offensive lineman.
At that point,
At that point,
could, yeah.
And then if you
get your starting right guard or whatever.
And then if you get 20, maybe you can kind of get that
It's not sexy.
Maybe you can get that second tier of wide receiver in an Omar Cooper Jr. or Jordan Tyson I've seen mocked everywhere in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Like anywhere from 9 to
it's just injury questions.
Yeah, his is the injury. So, I mean, maybe it's a potential where you do that, where you go trenches there at 12, and then you go playmaker there at 20 if you were to get those 2 picks.
And I'm with all right, we just got to put a team together and build them up. Why you got to do all that when you go get a piece that you know you can build around?
Starting playmaker.
Yeah, like
where
that.
It's hard to find playmakers.
Yeah.
Right? Especially for this franchise.
If things go right, we're not supposed to be back up here in the top 10 for quite some time. Like, you got an opportunity unless you're trading up because you got draft capital. Like, this ain't a good place to be, y'all. Y'all know that, don't you? So we need to take advantage of where we are. Like, this is not what we need to be year in and year out. Number 1, number 4, number 2. Like, we don't need to be there over and over.
That's part of why I am where I am with Jeremiah Love. Because if you get that right and you've got 2 rookie contracts on the 2 of the premier positions, I know running back's been devalued, but when you have an elite guy like a Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, one of those guys, then that's a whole different thing. And if he can line up in the slot, then you're talking about more than just a running back and a guy that doesn't have to come off the field.
Ooh-wee.
Now, I know that they had a platoon system at Notre Dame, but it's big boy football.
What do we get?
But if you can get that for the next 4 years, then you could spend the money on elite playmakers on the outside and do it that way.
What did we get Latham at?
7.
He was at 7?
Yeah.
What was Skoronski?
11.
What was Cam Ward?
1.
You seeing the trend there? Let's get out of here, y'all. This place going to blow up in a minute, man. We got to run. We got to get out of these top 10, dog. We got to, man. Like, let's hit on who we need to get and let's go.
615-737-1045. G-Money next up. What up, man?
Yo, what up? Man, listen, I probably am in the minority of thinking we should absolutely stay away from Jeremiah Love. I understand all the outrage and the full outrage around Bain, but if you just look at the recent Super Bowl winners, they have given you the blueprint to combat these prolific QBs. You have a dominant front four that can get after the quarterback. To me, Bain is the guy. Nobody's going to be talking about this incident 3 years from now, if he's got double-digit sacks, right? I think he could easily be in the running for Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. Right now, if you take Jeremiah Love, the Titans don't have a starting caliber center. They don't have a starting caliber right guard. He's going to constantly get hit in the backfield because the line ain't where it needs to be. I just feel like that would be a waste. I don't care if he is a generational talent. I don't want to see him getting crushed and hurt because we don't have the offensive line to protect him. To me, I think with Dayball coming in, you finally have somebody who ain't dumpster juice and who's competent with a system. I feel like the offensive players you had last year, i.e. Spears and Tony Pollard, I think that they would look lights better in a competent system. You've already got them on the team. Hell, let them take the hits because we don't have the line for Jeremiah Love. Again, the blueprint is have a dominant front four. Go get Bain. Ignore all the noise right now because if he was on your team and it happened and he was doing double-digit sacks, everybody would be providing excuses right now. I'm telling you.
Thank you, G-Money.
Right.
I will say this about Bain. He'd probably be my number 2 guy because he's a plug-and-play guy. They've got 3 of the 4 figured out on the defensive line, and he would be the 4th guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, just would, right? Mm-hmm. And you can move him around.
Yep. I don't disagree with that, but
I think all of that was fair.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
I'm starting to come around to that a little bit.
I got you. Voting now, assuming Fernando Mendoza goes number 1 of the Raiders and David Bailey goes 2 of the Jets, who do you want the Titans to draft at 4 at 3HL1045? 25% trade back, 10% Arvell Reese, 0% Sonny Styles, 65% Jeremiah Love. Matthew in Franklin has a joke of the day. Matthew, what you got, man?
Hey, good afternoon, my brothers. Mayor, can you tell me what you have if there are a bunch of bunnies hopping backwards?
They got really excited that they thought it was Easter and then it was a day away.
You get a receding hairline.
She loves these, man.
They're like dad jokes.
Hey, Mayor. Hey, Mayor, why do they hide Easter eggs?
What was it?
Why do you hide Easter eggs?
Y'all got an answer?
No. Why do you hide these?
Slay always tries to get an answer.
I was going to say it because they devilish. They turn into deviled eggs.
No, they're a little chicken.
I don't get that.
I missed it.
They're
Man,
a little chicken.
So they're hiding.
Oh, got it. Got it.
God bless y'all. Have a great Monday.
Thanks,
Yes, you
Matthew.
too,
And
bro.
remember, hey, as the Beatles said, all you need is love, baby.
There
I
you
hear
go.
you,
We know
Matthew.
where
Thank you,
you
brother.
where you fall.
615-737-1045.
Just real quick, I know we have to break, but can I tell you what I did? I had to run the live auction for this event on Friday.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, hit us with this story when we come back.
Okay.
I heard a little bit about this.
Did you hear about that? Because nobody told me. Like, I didn't have like the list of like increments. Like, here, this is what you're supposed
Our
to
increments were kind of jump.
Oh, it
they were
was
kind of
something.
hopping all over the
do.
place.
Something.
3HL.
I love it. What's happening, y'all? Big Slay here, and growing up in Nashville area was where my love for Shoney's started. I grew up on Shoney's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's still one of my favorite places to enjoy a delicious meal, no matter what time of day. Shoney's all you care to eat fresh food bars, the very best value you can find for an always fresh, always delicious meal. Or there's the classics on Shoney's menu like the Slim Jim sandwich, all-American burger, baked spaghetti, and of course, the breakfast is served all day long. French toast sticks is my go-to. Make sure you top it off with a slice of the signature strawberry pie or the world-famous hot fudge cake. I always get an extra scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yep, that's my favorite. If you don't feel like cooking at home, you can let Shoney's do it because everything on the menu can be ordered online or from your favorite delivery app. Plus, they now have family meals to go, serving groups of 4, 6, 8, or 12. So dive into them, get some of that hospitality with a twist. Any of the 4 locations, Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike in Nashville, it's Shoney's. Let's eat.
This is a different court, Blair.
Same result, Slay.
Oh, okay, Blair. See, that's Tyler Tanner. See, Tyler Tanner's in the house now.
Let's see what you got. Jerry's out, Blair.
Blair, come on. Okay, Blair, just come sit down. Come on, Blair. Blair, stop. You're going to get hurt. Blair, get off the court. That's enough.
What's the verdict, Blair? The courtroom is where I play ball.
Boy, Durham, injury law. And that ain't got no rules.
HMOB. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Little Ice Cube for you on Monday. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. You working through that slushy over there?
I'm working it.
What did Cube say?
What up, Cube? How cool was that appearance with him?
I know, and I was off that day. Ugh.
You weren't there. That's
was off.
right.
And it was so like,
It was.
you got him on, and it was so all over the place, like whether we were going to get him.
Yep.
But he did it.
Yeah, that was dope. That was everything right there.
Dope man.
Yeah, that's me. Like that was it, man. It was real cool. They ought to be coming back soon.
Oh,
Big three?
Yeah.
That should be swinging back down.
Yeah.
Swinging back that way.
Is there a better phrase than dumpster juice, by the way?
Yeah, G-Money loves that.
I think that right there, that's or being called a maggot.
Oh,
Wow.
I hadn't heard maggot in a
Yeah,
while.
like that's the bottom of it.
That's a
can't get no-
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you at the bottom of the earth. They down there.
Yeah, I can't
Can't get no
remember.
lower than a maggot.
G-Money called in and used that term about some. I think it was just the franchise in general, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he started throwing that around.
Yeah, that's pretty low. And that smell of dumpster juice, boy.
There's definitely maggots involved in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They live in it. They flourish. They flourish in dumpster juice. That's what I'm saying. That's what we got to get out of there.
How do maggots multiply?
Dumpster juice. Pour it on
Like
them.
gremlins when they get water?
Yep. Pour it right on them, and they just start, oh, yeah, this is us.
We're here for the party. They're partying, too.
That's exactly what they're doing. It's party time.
Little maggots are partying. 615-737-1045. Ernie in Nashville. Ernie, what up?
All right.
What up, Ernie?
I can tell you some reasons why you don't want love, because it will slow Cam Ward down. And if you take a look at every New England team that won the Super Bowl, look at their running back, their main running back, how many yards did he get? A top running back doesn't help for a Super Bowl. You need a quarterback that can really throw the ball, and they figure that Cam Ward is going to be that elite person, just like Mahomes. But if he gets paid like a number 4 position, if he gets drafted at that, the way the NFL works, the amount of money they paying him, they're going to want him to touch that ball a couple of times every drive, at least.
Ernie.
You know, every time you make a
I don't think any head coach with Jeremiah Lovett running back would want that.
Have you not heard a quarterback's best friend is a good run game?
Especially a young one.
Game does help. Am I still on?
Yeah.
All right,
You're
Ernie,
still here, Ernie.
here's my next question. Okay, if not love, who do you want it for?
Well, the ideal person, of course, they don't have a real number 1 receiver. That would be the ideal thing, because that will help Cam Ward be the elite receiver that he can be if he's got all the weapons. But a running back is actually working against him, because every time it go right back to the Steve and the Eddie. You know, Eddie's got to touch the ball.
They did go to the Super Bowl with those two guys.
That was the only time that the Titans went to the Super Bowl, when they had those guys.
I hear you, though. I hear you. I understand. Thank you, Ernie.
Look back through the Oilers and the Titans. They didn't do it with Earl Campbell. They didn't do it with CJ2K. They didn't do it with any of our running backs. Derrick Henry. No. Eddie got there, but they still didn't win it. So I'm just saying, you can't have the
Real quick, Ernie.
drive.
Well, yeah, I get you on that. But what you're saying is you just compared an NFL MVP and paired him with a guy like Eddie George. Those other running backs, were they paired with an NFL MVP at quarterback?
Well, they went to AFC Championship game with Derrick Henry.
Without an NFL MVP. That's what I'm saying. So
with a guy that's out of the league.
Yeah. Now you're talking about pairing a guy of this caliber in Jeremiah Love with the number one overall pick, who you just said is like he should be able to take us to. He should be able to take us there.
No, because he's slowing Cam Ward down. Cam Ward can get a touchdown in 4 plays. If you've got a running back, it may take 7 or 8 plays or even 12 plays to get a drive all the way down the field.
All right.
And I'm good with either one of those if they result in touchdowns.
I'm right there with you on that one.
I see what you're saying, Ernie. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, no doubt, Ernie.
615-737-1045.
We'll give Ernie this. The running back position is certainly devalued. But also, I will also point this out that Jeremiah Love provides more than just a
running
game,
back.
a running back to
that was the
you.
other part. Yep.
He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Yeah, he can do a bunch of different things. So maybe he's not your typical running back, Ernie. So maybe we can sell it that way to earn.
That's it right there. Yeah. You hit it on the head.
I know we disagreed with the player, but I like the premise of like getting someone to help Cam Ward offensively at that number 4. And I'm not saying
that would be Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, and I'm not saying go out
or
and
Jeremiah Smith, who's not in this draft.
True. I'm not saying go out and draft Carnell Tate at number 4, but I do think that drafting or focusing on offense early in this draft is going to be important because of your need to help the young quarterback that you drafted number 1 overall next year.
Okay, well, let me put this to you from our chat. Talking about running backs. First of all, Brycer said, the linebacker has been Super Bowl MVP 3 times more than the running back since 2000. And then Corey said, well, what caliber? Love played 1 good defense last year. Talking about Jeremiah Love.
Mm-hmm. Go watch the film.
Yeah. This is what
I just wanted y'all's reaction.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Everybody's got an opinion.
I will think like this
is great
when you like to what Zeph is saying. If you're trying to help, you just said you're getting a weapon to help your quarterback. So why not just take a 2-and-1 to help your quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Like you got a guy that can go split out. You got a guy that can get back there in the backfield with him. That's a 2-for-1. There is no more help in this draft at that spot when you talk about compared to Jeremiah Love versus any receiver that's taken in this draft. In this one. If this was next year, got a different conversation to have. But right now in this one, that's the help that you're looking for. If that is what it is. And I don't understand how could he stunt the growth of him if you being great? Like it's somebody that has to get him the ball.
Yeah, respectfully disagree with.
Yeah, like I don't get that one. I can't. No, not me. If I got to get more eyes on more than one person, I don't get that one.
615-737-1045 at 3HL1045 on Twitter. Do you want to update the poll?
What is the poll saying?
The poll stats are Jeremiah Love 57%.
Okay.
Sonny Styles, nobody's voted for him yet.
Savage, wake up.
Arvell Reese has 11%, and 32% of people say trade back. So right now, it's Love leading the way. Hey, I just got the first Sonny Styles vote in real time.
Well, Savage, too.
Yeah, got to be.
Is it Savage? He was in the chat. It's got to be him.
It is.
That's his guy.
At 3HL1045, go ahead and participate with the poll. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Darrington out east wants to talk about the NBA playoffs. I guess that's where we turn our attention now. NBA.
Is he?
Let's go, Babs.
Oh, Babsy.
Ugh.
You know your daughter loves the NBA.
I know. That doesn't mean I have to.
And just to clean up.
My daughter loves dance, too. That doesn't mean I have to.
You did it.
That's right.
Danced?
Yeah. Didn't you?
Yeah.
At the bar. Yeah, I did when I was a kid. And then finally the dance studio owner called my mom and was like, listen, this ain't it.
Where did I see you dancing?
This is not her.
Where I actually commented to you that your dancing has gotten better. I forget where we were.
Was it in public? I try not to do it in public very often.
It might have been.
I try not to do it.
Inebriated public. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That is when it will come out.
to clean up the dumpster juice maggot discussion.
Yes.
I looked it up. Maggots do not reproduce themselves. They are larval stage of flies. Female flies lay hundreds of eggs on decomposing organic matter, food waste, feces, rotting meat, which hatch into maggots within 8 to 24 hours. These larvae feed pupate.
That's a good name.
I don't know what that
great name, Ron.
Pupate. And mature into adult flies, which then reproduce to continue the cycle.
Wow.
So y'all flies are nasty.
Oh, and this is worse than flies.
You're such a maggot. That's going to be my new hate word.
We'll be right back.
Maggot. All right, happens all the time. You buy, this is where it really happens. Drives me nuts. Hotel room, and then you get your price online, and you're like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. And then you go to check out, and there's all these add-ons, and there's all these extra fees, and totally changes the price on you. Same thing happens at car dealerships for a lot of people. You see a price online, then you go to the dealership, and then you find that they've added, this service plan you have to get, or a bunch of accessories you didn't know about. Well, that does not happen at my friends at Two Rivers Ford. The price you see online, that's the price you pay at Two Rivers Ford. Everything's transparent, everything up front. There's no bait and switch. There's no funny business. Honest pricing from a family-owned dealership. And, I've said it a million times, their salespeople don't work on commission. So their only job is to be there to help you. And there's a reason Two Rivers Ford has been Middle Tennessee's award-winning Ford dealer for decades, over 40 years right here in town. Go see them in Mount Juliet. They are local, honest, and real. It's Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Good evening. It is 5:05. Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. The Titans announced today that General Manager Mike Berganzi will hold a pre-draft press conference this Thursday, April 16th at 9 a.m. You can catch that live right here on 104.5 The Zone during Ramon and Will. Vols news over the weekend. For the basketball team, Rick Barnes landed 2 commitments from Cal guard Day-Day Ames and Loyola Chicago center Miles Ruben, who both visited Knoxville late last week. However, Barnes isn't done in the transfer portal. Reportedly, they had an in-home visit with Wake Forest guard Juke Harris, and Notre Dame transfer wing Jalen Harrelson is visiting Tennessee on Tuesday. Per reports, he's coming off a freshman season where he averaged 16 points per game. For validation, repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty with you on a Monday in the Music City, a beautiful Monday in the Music City. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great start to the week. We are here for you until 6 o'clock. Brett Doherty again. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Happy Monday.
What up, Babs?
Let's go. Ronald.
Hello.
Sylvester.
I'm in the building.
Slay.
I'm in the building.
Can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
I really just looked at the screen, thought you were wearing an East Spaces shirt, and I was like, oh, look at Babs. But it's just the
It's the logo on
the screen.
My gray romper.
Yeah. Now it's F&M Bank. We're just changing your shirt.
Yep.
Now it's Circa.
Hey, we should advertise that. Be the logo on Don's shirt during the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now it's 3HO. How about us? Rock with Jesus on YouTube.
What he said.
He said the Titans are so far from a Super Bowl roster, we need to just take the best player available.
Listen, I ain't mad at him.
Which, like, 95%
Not
of
wrong.
experts out there think is Jeremiah Love.
Yep.
Just going to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Including Zach Lyons and Stoney Keeley with their draft guide that is officially out.
Okay, but if that's the case, do you trade back and get 2 first-rounders?
If they can get 2 first-rounders, I'm in for that.
I'm sorry. So then it's like, say the Cowboys, a 12 and a 20.
I'd be into that.
It's 2 of the top 20 players in the draft. But again, to Babs' point, how many true
Slate's
first-round
not
grades are there?
Ain't in on that.
I think I saw this year's 14, maybe.
Guess that's who you talk to. But
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, but
Like, people talking about history and all of this, like, we haven't done good in the back end of the draft, everybody. And I've been
in the first round,
in the first round. I've been
well,
hyped.
they haven't done well in the first round, period.
Bingo. So, like, let's get up high. Let's stay up high. Let's get what we need and get
Let's
on
get
back out of here.
a more guaranteed
more
kind
spot.
of prospect.
Yeah, like, listen, I love Caleb Farley. I love Traylon Burks. I didn't love Isaiah Wilson. Who else was taken late in the draft?
Jeffrey Simmons was at 19.
That was a good one.
Rashawn Evans was at 22.
No. Listen.
he's saying later round picks.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
they're saying late first round pick.
Kevin Byard was mid-round pick.
But if you got you're racking up, so you built up to this point. We talked about Latham, Skoronski, Cam Ward. Now here go a Love or one of these guys. Like, let's not trade back and go get somebody that we think is going to be all right. Let's go get somebody we know. One of them dudes, Styles. What's the other one?
Plug and play.
Reese.
Quarterback of your defense.
Like
Arvell Reese.
Like, these dudes going to play, Love. Like, these dudes are going to make an impact. Like, let's not sit by and watch them make an impact for somebody else. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. 12 and 20 now, man. No. That 12 and 20 is still going to be there. They're there for a reason. Like, Fall ain't going to never be there again.
Two-Tone Blues illustrates a point that he saw 8 first-round grades.
For what? Oh, for the
8 players with first-round grades.
Well, guess what? We'll be out on that because we'll be at 12. So, no. I'm cool on the draft.
8?
That's what he said he saw.
I'm straight on it.
I do know it was lower this year than normal.
Yeah.
615-737-1045. What do we watch now? Masters was good. Scheffler almost hit that putt on 17, and I really wish that he would have. We were down in the Neighbors in the Gulch, and I mean, that place was all into the Masters. It was crazy. But had he made that putt and put pressure on Rory with that one stroke difference, might have been a little different. I don't know, though. We had Virgil Herring on last week. He's like, look, man, Rory won it last year, so he released that burden and that demon, and now he's playing free.
I don't know. It felt like he tightened up a little bit there on 18.
Tighten up.
Well, he knew he didn't. He knew what he needed to do.
Yeah.
He did spray that drive, though.
I will say Scotty locked in those last 6 holes.
Well, the last 2 rounds.
I mean, just tough.
No bogeys in the last 2 rounds.
Is he the first player in Masters history to not bogey?
No, it was like since 1940.
Since 1940. So it's
like
been a long time, yeah.
I mean, look, we're going to go play golf on Monday. We'll see how long it takes me and Slay to bogey a hole.
Oh, gosh.
I'm in bogey. As soon as I jump in the cart, I'm bogeyed. I'm the bogey.
Are you playing the par 3 course?
We're lucky. We're lucky to bogey.
Yeah, like what? I'll take a bogey.
Bogey's a birdie for me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We rolling.
Did you see who Scotty's who his partner was on Sunday? Did you see what happened to him? Lee, I think is his last name. Where on 12 and 13 he was in the bushes and he quintuple bogeyed.
Was that the guy that was on his knees hitting out of the woods?
Yeah, because his ball got hit up in the woods and he had to go climb up there and he hit it. It took him like three swings to get it out of the bushes.
Think about Scheffler, though. No bogeys at Augusta. Y'all, we can't do that at Putt-Putt. We go down to Putt Shack, there's going to be bogeys on the card.
But you better believe it. No, man.
That was a cool place.
Yeah.
Am I the only person that doesn't like Rory?
No.
Okay. I think he's so unlikable.
It's
what
not.
do people say? You got a punchable face.
Bag, yeah.
All I saw after his win yesterday was just complaining about how he had an unfair advantage.
Oh, because he went
to Augusta multiple times throughout the last couple weeks.
Allegedly, he would drop his daughter off at school, catch a little private plane, go play Augusta, and then fly back that night, and did that for 2 weeks.
How about that?
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, hey,
all I've seen is people complaining that he did that.
I know players that have, not personally, but I've seen this before. I don't know why this is such a big story right now.
Did people do that?
Guys will skip the previous week's tournament and go play the Masters.
I think he did it excessively. Maybe more excessively than others. But regardless,
if there was a rule against it, let that place have rules.
I just think I don't know. I just think he's
that's a fair point, right?
Yes, absolutely.
They have rules over there.
If you're not going to let the Masters,
know what I feel like he is? I feel like he's just a whiny little. Ugh. That's what he comes off as.
It's his aura.
It's his aura.
They give a little weird little baby slick aura out of him.
Ramon Foster says, you do what you want when you pop in. Team Rory over here.
Sometimes
Savage, get on Twitter and vote for your boy. Get on Twitter and vote for your guy.
He already did. He's the one vote.
Yeah. I know my boy already winning though.
At 3HL1045, our Twitter feed, the poll, Fernando Mendoza goes 1, Bailey goes 2. Who would you like the Titans to pick at 4? Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, or trade? Jeremiah Love's been running away with it. Sonny Styles had 0 votes for a long time, and look, Big Savagery's in the chat.
He's currently got 3% of the votes.
Oh, he's running up.
Savage got family members.
I wouldn't. Listen, man. How's trade back? Who even put that on?
I'd be okay with Sonny Styles, man.
What are you gonna go get at 12 and 20? That's gonna change the course of your trajectory of this franchise.
Potential non-starters. Where at 4, you're getting a starter.
That's all I'm saying. If I'm betting on something, I'm wagering on something, and this seems to be the franchise and where we're going, especially with a new coach, I got an offensive-minded OC. I got a defensive-minded head coach. Both have been head coaches. Let me go give them something to work with. Not something that they can go develop with. Let me go give them something that's concrete that they can go build.
I got 3 things on Styles that I like.
Okay.
Number 1 is the film. Number 2, big savagery, evaluating him. And number 3. I skipped 3.
That was cool.
Number 3, you do have a defensive-minded head coach that you would think might want to have himself in the middle and view him as that. Like, here's the coach of the defense, middle linebacker in a 4-3 system,
thrive.
who is a dog.
Yeah.
So you could sell me on him.
Yep.
You can sell me on Bain, honestly.
We can sell me on all of those guys. All
Because
I know is
they
we don't
have-
need to miss them guys.
They have 3 of the 4 up front set.
Yeah.
And if you drafted Bain, there you go.
Yeah.
What is Arvell Reese in a 4-3? I don't know.
I don't know either. I just know he's a freak.
He's a freak.
So we
I
did,
remember
we did
when-
well with freaks in the past here.
When Cosell was talking about him, first time we talked with him about him, and Babs goes, well, what did you see on the film that he needs to work on? He goes, nothing. He's a freak, is what he said.
I always remember
Come on,
that.
dog.
Cosell
What I'm talking
doesn't
about.
heap praise very often.
No.
If he does,
You gotta go earn it.
It's kind of couched a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Darrington out east. Darrington, what you got?
Well, I'm glad dinosaurs are extinct and we ain't got to worry about drafting no T-Rexes. Ain't that right, Babs?
That's right.
Yeah, no baby arms over here.
That's
We
right.
ain't got no
No
Rex
baby arms.
mascot, do we? Because I don't want him to get no ideas that they get safe or cool over here, because it ain't. Anyway, to the greatest sport in the world, it's that time. It's NBA playoff time.
Let's go, baby.
Big Slay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tuned in, locked in for tomorrow night. The play-in begins. It is going to be some great basketball. Now, I know they're going to give the Rookie of the Year to Cooper Flag, but that darn Knuckle, goodness gracious almighty.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what he's been drinking. Maybe he's been drinking that LaMelo juice, but he need to keep on drinking it. And Slay, are you surprised that Melo and Knuckle finished 1 and 2 in 3-point shooters? Like that right there
Yeah.
is shocking. And then the MVP, I don't know what they keep changing the standards. And I know everybody keep talking about Shea should win it. To me, I think Joker should win it, and I think Jaylen Brown should be number 2 because Joker's having the best season of his career, and he's already got 3 MVPs. So, like, if he's having the best of his career, how come that's not an MVP? Plus, I think when Shea sits down, OKC still can win. Joker sits down, I don't even think Denver makes the play-in.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then my final point to my GOAT, to the legend, the greatest of all time, King James. Hey, we see you. Year 23.
He been clowning.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, like, could you even fathom that he would be doing this in year 23?
Nah, he been clowning.
Okay, that's all I do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I
No
do.
doubt. Without Luka
Y'all have a
and
great
Austin
one.
Reeves right now, yeah, he been getting
Yes.
off. Yeah, he been getting off.
Babs, if you ain't doing nothing else, you need to be watching playoffs. It's that time. You know what I'm saying, Babs? Baby Babs, no. I need
Baby
you to
Babs
know.
definitely
Thank you,
know.
guys. That's right. Thank you, D. Appreciate it. 615-737-1045.
Pretty good. Okay.
That was good.
It is basketball time, though. Shout out to him.
Knipple, 42.5% from 3. He's hit 273 3-pointers this season.
Yeah. The man can flat out let it go. Like, I'm with him. Like, I could see him getting it. You just can't. I don't know if they'll steal it from Cooper Flag like that. That'll be interesting to see happen.
18.5 points per game.
And I don't even think it's stealing it.
5.3 rebounds, 3.4 assists.
I thought Jaylen Brown should get MVP too, though. I think he's just been more consistent over the course of the year.
There's a little NBA talk for you.
Yeah, there you go. Take that, people. Take that, Savage. Ramon and
breaking?
Will show. Babs is ready to
I'm
go.
with y'all. Ramon and Will.
Chris Lowe coming up next. 3 until 104.5.
Traitor. Davenport.
Are you a startup, an engineer, an entrepreneur, I should say, or a growing small business? Finding the right workspace should not mean settling for a noisy cookie-cutter co-working situation. Your business deserves better. Welcome to eSpaces, eSpaces.com. They are not just another shared desk. They are your premier professional office solution. Whether you're a solo entrepreneur of a team of 20 or well, if you're by yourself or you have a team, they can certainly be dedicated to helping you find the perfect fit for your business to thrive. But what truly sets them apart eSpaces is proudly locally owned and operated. Visit eSpaces.com to book your tour today. That's eSpaces.com. 15 locations, private offices, team suites, meeting rooms, fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Again, tours available now. Check them out online, eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Flo Rida.
Hey.
I remember he put his cell phone number out there on social media one time.
Did he?
Yeah, on purpose. He said he wanted the voicemails. By the time I called him, the voicemail was full.
You think he was trying to find
I did, yeah.
a drop? You think he was trying to find a drop for a song?
I don't know. I was like, hey, man, let me holler at Flo Rida. He wants some people.
He wants some people. Yes, he does.
Never got to him, Slade Dog. I was going to see if he wanted to come on the show.
He may have been.
Rock with Jesus on YouTube, all draft talk. That's all we need. 10 days till the draft. Two-Tone Blue fires back at Rock with Jesus. Chill out, Jesus. We know you're coming back someday. The chat, man.
It's a wild place.
Savage in there playing.
I didn't have a good time today.
615-737-1045. Man.
Chill out, Jesus. We know you're coming back.
That's pretty good. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Slay Dog.
Yeah. What's happening?
Are you going to turn all your attention toward the NBA when we get through this draft thing? In terms of watching games.
I'll start this weekend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll start this weekend. I ain't really watched the leading up to this because I was waiting on the playoffs, but I've stayed in tune with what's going on. But the play-ins start tomorrow. After the play-ins, the rest of the playoffs cranks up on Saturday once the 7th and 8th seed is set.
So even Mr. NBA hasn't been watching the NBA.
I couldn't this year.
He's been busy.
I had to watch some college basketball. I had to watch a broader landscape of college basketball.
Yeah.
Like it's easy when I'm just watching SEC. I can watch all kind of other stuff, but having to watch.
I mean, I'm just saying.
All these other teams, it had my work cut out for me, Babs. I got a grasp on it now. I'm ready to roll. Let's do it.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You still drinking that thing?
So my,
That's a large, man.
It's a massive
I'm telling you, this big boy. Just think we got the Route 44 for us.
Oh, that's not the Route 44.
Nah, that's just a large.
Also, is it route or route?
I'll go route.
Stop.
I only say route 44.
I say root.
I say route too, man.
Get out
Because of that
route.
song.
Yeah. Route 44.
That song was a long time ago. We've evolved.
No, you just say it wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Probably is.
We know you're coming back someday. Okay. That's on the bingo card. 615-737-1045. Chris Lowe joins us now from on3.com. CeeLo, what's up?
Hello.
What's up? Hey, Slay, who's their girls' jam? Lolita. Who's Lolita's jam?
What is
Your-
that, John? Oh,
Your mama.
anything Whitney Houston, and I mean anything.
Yes.
All right.
I mean anything.
Oh, that's
I
a
was gonna
very
send her on one.
popular
Oh,
women
man.
ladies brunch
Ooh-wee.
artist.
Oh yeah, she's going on, boy. Give her a little witness. She'll drive to Mount Kilimanjaro, whatever it is, Manjano.
Maggiano's? I want to go there.
It doesn't matter. We know what you're
Can
saying.
I go there with Lolita? I want to go to Maggiano's.
Yeah, drive to one of them.
Kilimanjaro.
That's our
Does
favorite
Lolita-
restaurant too.
Does Lolita know how many shout-outs she gets from me?
No, I'm gonna make sure I tell her.
On our
Lo.
segment.
Guess what though, Lo? Yes, she does. So she always listens, but she'll only hit me. She'll hit me about 2 weeks later about something that I said on the radio. I'm like, why you always act like you're not listening?
That's what her mom does.
Yeah, but you listening. She's
Yeah.
not listening every day, Lo. I promise you.
Buffy does that. Hey, Chris.
Lolita was the road warrior back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
One of those games on the road, man. I
Man.
looked around, there she was, down outside the locker room.
Rolling.
Usually dressing down Teddy Valentine, as he hustled out of the arena.
She give Teddy V a hard time?
Oh,
Oh man.
one year y'all had Florida beat, and Teddy made a couple of those Teddy TV calls toward the end of the game. I think it was it was in Florida. And they ushered him out, and she was back there at the locker room. Boy, she was giving him the business.
I love it.
Hey, boy, she wasn't gonna be. It's gonna be in the minute that she missed, boy. I can promise you that.
TV Teddy.
Yeah, buddy. He won't play with Lolo TV.
Did your mom ever get a text?
I told you they moved her. They moved her up a little bit. She probably would have got one.
They moved her up.
Yeah, she was right above the tunnel. They moved
Didn't
her right
they do
above
that
the
to
tunnel.
you, too?
No, don't move me. I'm
Oh, okay.
cool. Yeah, I'm straight. Oh, yeah. I ain't get to sit ever since the Kentucky, Grant Williams and them, that team, when they played Kentucky against P.J. Washington and them, I've never been able to sit behind the bench since. I thought I was inspiring.
Well, you were. I don't think they win that game without that little conversation with you.
A little combo with me and
Grant Williams.
Yeah.
I sat beside Slay at the was it the Purdue game?
It was the Purdue game against Zach Edey. Yep.
Right beside him. And by the way, Slay, I think Edey is still in the lane.
He's got to be in there.
Is that where the meme came from?
Oh no, that was Michigan.
That was Michigan. That's right.
Yep.
Slay's out there when these tournament games happen.
Oh yeah, I'm a true fan. I'm fan.
Slay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why the chancellor wanted to sit next to you so she can? Because she's kind of rowdy too.
No, that's what I'm. I don't know why they said me and Chancellor Plowman together. Like, she go off too. She'll walk down now. Man, Chancellor, man, we have some spirited people up there in Tennessee, man. I'm telling you. I done seen Thunder go off. I done seen
all of them.
All of them go off, don't they, low, man?
Thunder.
I've seen them all too, yeah. It's like Josh Heupel says. Josh Heupel is the best thing about Tennessee fans. He says the passion of the Tennessee fans is unlike anything you will ever see. The trick is staying on the right side of that passion.
That is true.
That is absolutely
I've talked
right.
to so many of those dudes that came
Ask
after.
John Curry.
I think all of them that came after Fulmer, and they're all like, "No, I didn't know what I was walking into, really."
No, it's life.
Even Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's life for Bill.
Hey, CeeLo, how was your trip to Auburn?
It was great. It was great. I think 12,
I always enjoy your
12
pieces.
and 1, 12-1 at worst. There on the Plains, Dawn. I tell you the thing about Golish is he's a straight ahead dude now. He's a guy that's been, he was Iowa State. He went there, was with Matt Campbell. That program was horrible. Of course, they built that into a really, really good program. He goes to USF. They'd won one game against an FBS team in 3 years before he got there. Of course, they won 9 this last year. So he understands that he's walking into a place that's got great tradition, great history. They've had great moments. They've won national championships in the last 15 years. They played for one. But they've also had 5 straight losing seasons. And the thing he was really honest with me about was, I don't think our talent, and this is not dissing the players, I don't think we're as talented. And he said this in articles, a lot of people think we are. They lost a lot of players. A lot of guys that were, 4 and 5 stars, either are gone, didn't pan out. So it's going to take getting the right mix. I think he feels good about the culture, the way they're practicing. And you know this as well as anybody. They just hadn't played well at quarterback forever.
Mm-mm.
And I think Byron Brown is a guy that he feels really comfortable with, a guy that's done it. Granted, he hasn't done it in the SEC, but boy, he is an impressive dude. Talking to him, I know the players there in that program have already gravitated to him in 3.5 months, and he is every bit of 6'3", 235. And I was talking to the receiver that came with him from USF, Keshawn Singleton, and I said, tell me about it. He says, you can't get him on the ground. You just can't tackle him. I mean, a little bit like Lenore Sellers. Now, Sellers didn't have a great year last year, but that style of player. And, he's the only FBS player last year to throw for 3,000 yards and rush for 1,000 yards. So he'll be key. And they got to protect him, Don. That's the thing that if you ask me, what do you worry most about this team? I don't worry. Defensively, they'll play their butts off. They did last year, and keeping DJ Durkin was big. They don't have to learn new defense. Those guys believe in him, but they got to protect Brown. And that's where, it's going to be an entire new offensive line, all new guys. And that's such a continuity position, trusting the guy beside you. And you got to have depth. Rarely do you make it through a whole season with just 5 guys in the offensive line. So I think that's their biggest challenge. But you know what? They got a lot, nowhere really to go but up. And their schedule, when you look at their schedule, is difficult. I don't think it's just out of control. They got 5 games, if I'm not mistaken, that are either in Atlanta or at home. They got some games early, some key games at home. They really need to build some momentum, and turn Jordan Hare. Notice I said, here's the best thing about him. He didn't say Jordan Hare. He said Jordan-Hare. So he's got that down, Tom.
There we go. Thank goodness.
Figuring it out.
very important.
Figuring it out.
Lots of people miss on that one. While we're talking about spring practice and moving into 2026 and quarterback position, Vanderbilt and Tennessee in an interesting situation. They have two high-profile high school recruits that are freshmen this year that went through spring practice. With regard to Vanderbilt and Jared Curtis, Blaze Berlowitz is still on that roster. Where are they on the depth chart? Because there's been so much talk about the battle between Faison Brandon and GMAC at Tennessee.
I think it's a little bit similar to Tennessee. Obviously, Curtis has got a ton of talent. Now, he's got to make sure that you throw it to the right guy. And you got to, in talking to someone that had seen him play a lot, I think this is the biggest adjustment for a guy like him, a guy like Brandon, even a guy like Keelan Russell, who's been around now. He was around last year. But when you say speed of the game at quarterback, it means that clock. You've got to get rid of the football. And when you're playing in the SEC, those cats are on top of you, before you can count one. And you just got to it comes with playing in games and having those game reps. And I think that's where and not just Curtis, but a guy like Brandon too, it's hard to simulate that necessarily in scrimmages and in practice. You don't know that sometimes until you get the games. And I think if those guys, both of those guys in particular, can get that down from a talent, arm talent, ability to make plays, they're probably the best that both those teams have on campus. When I spent time with Heupel, I haven't had a chance to talk to Clark in depth this spring, but I hope to. But when I spent time with Heupel, he was adamant that it was going to be a legit competition, and they were going to play the best guy. He pointed out to me, unsolicited, he said, "Hey, I played Dylan Gabriel at UCF, and he was a freshman, played in the whole season. So if Brandon's the best guy and he plays that way and wins it, and Slay, just in basketball, man, when you guys brought in a freshman in basketball, if he was the best guy, the players know who the best guy is.
Yeah.
They know, and you can't pull wool over their eyes. So I think in both those cases, if they go out and win it and are the best guy, they'll play. I think that's the toughest adjustment for a young quarterback, a freshman quarterback, is understanding when that ball snapped, how quickly they're on top of you. You just cannot hold the ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see both of those situations work themselves out. Elitely talented guys, obviously. So we'll see. Chris, thank you for the time.
You have multiple guys. You may have multiple freshmen starting this year around the league at some point. And remember, whoever starts first game typically that's not the biggest deal. It's who's the guy as you get into the bulk of the season. And I think when you look around, there are going to be a handful of those guys in the SEC that may be doing that, which is why when people say, well, who do you like best? Who do you think? I always look at quarterbacks with experience. Arch Manning at Texas, Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. Those guys, Trinidad Chambliss is on his eighth. I'm being facetious, but he's played a lot of football, right? Those guys have played a ton of football and seen it all. That's where, to me, when you start evaluating teams, and it's not the only thing, but I always start there, and I start at the defensive line, the two areas I look at first.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate the visit, man. Always good to hear your voice.
Appreciate you, Lowe.
Right, see you guys.
All right.
Chris Lowe, on3.com. Rhett Bryan's in studio. We've got some tough news to deliver to you guys when we come back.
What's happening, good people? For over 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the community right here with exceptional style and exceptional deals every single day for over 50 years. Family owned and operated. They always come back to deliver to you. That is BrentwoodJewelry.com. Located 7012 Church Street East, located right there in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. When you need to get engagements taken care of, they got it. they got you right there. Any kind of ring you're looking for, you want to custom design it, they got specialists to create something stunning that can be remarkable for your loved one. It's real simple. You go in and ask them how they want to be involved, and then they'll assign you somebody. They'll get you a little room right there to the side as you can go in there and pick out a ring, pick out the style you want. And if you need advice, they even got that for you. But when it comes to watches, know that they are Nashville's premier timepiece dealer right there when it comes to pre-owned Rolexes, vintage or current models. Don't miss any opportunity to get over there to BrentwoodJewelry.com.
I want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You may be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from Pella Windows and Doors, even more affordable with the Dawn deal. They let me give you a new deal every single month. And for the month of April, 55% off Pella certified labor and 0% APR for 24 months, plus an additional 5% off materials. Easy to get a hold of them, and just let them know that you want the Dawn deal. You can schedule your free consultation. They'll come to your house. They'll check out your windows and doors. They'll show you examples, or you can even stop by their showrooms. They've got one in Franklin on Mallory Station Road, and they have one in Hendersonville on 256 East Main Street. Stop by either one of those or easily go online, schedule your free consultation, tell them to give you the Dawn deal. They'll take care of you. That's Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, online at PellaNashville.com.
We need to deliver some tough news. Coach Mack passed away this afternoon. I know he was such a big piece of all of y'all's lives. He was that guy that everybody wanted to be around. Rhett Bryan in studio, close to him as anybody.
You're not making it any easier on me.
Sorry, man.
It's a little dusty in here. This afternoon at a hospital here in Nashville after a short illness, he was surrounded by his brother and his sister and his niece and all of his friends in the lobby. And Coach Mack, I guess he needed to go coach a game somewhere else. It must be a primetime game tonight because warm-ups are here in about 15 minutes. Mack had a short illness and fought so hard, but his body just wouldn't let him. I'm devastated, crushed. There just aren't words.
I know you said short illness, and tomorrow will be a day to celebrate Coach Mack in this town.
I'm going to the laboratory as soon as we get through here, and we will celebrate our friend, my mentor, my hero, the way that he deserves to be. Strike that, the way he earned that. We will celebrate him all day. And I know that everyone listening, y'all are hearing this for the first time, and it's a shock. And believe me, I get it. He loved everybody out there that called into this radio station, whether it was on 3HL or any of the other shows, whether it was Mac Talk. And he was an ambassador for the Tennessee Titans, through and through. He was an ambassador for the National Football League, for the game of football. And I've made it my choice. I'm going to honor him the rest of my life. People are going to know the name Dave McGinness. And I don't mean by stories and memories. Yeah, there'll be plenty of those. Mm-hmm. But there will be tangible things. They'll make younger generations ask, who is this Dave McGinness? And why was he so special? But I know that all of y'all out there listening will want to call in and share your stories. Tomorrow, we're going to celebrate him. He answered to a lot of names. David, Dave, Uncle Dave, Coach Mack. Most of his players, though, called him Mac Daddy. And we're celebrating Mac Daddy tomorrow right here on your flagship for the Titans, 104.5 The Zone.
That's exactly what he was.
Yeah.
You mentioned short illness, and, you know, it's not for us our story to tell necessarily, but he was in a position for a long enough period of time for people to come see him and hold his hand.
Yep.
Kiss him on the forehead.
Yep.
So what a blessing that was. Man.
I am so blessed to be able to have done that many, many times in the last few days and weeks. And there are going to be a lot of grown men that are grieving tonight. And I've heard from a bunch of them that played football for Dave McGinness.
T-Man 616, may the piss missiles and all of the other great phrases live on forever.
You got that right. Transcontinentals. Mm-hmm. Got to know your personnel groupings.
We're not doing a good job of this. Keep our powder dry.
Yeah.
That is true. It's tough to keep your powder dry on a day like today.
And on a scale of 1 to 10?
This is some good ish.
That one already lives on forever in our house.
The thing I'm most glad for him is that his family was there around him and had come from Texas. And his dear friend and brother, Jeff Fisher, was there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
One thing you got to know, though, man, to everybody that knew him, like, he was going to rock it the Coach Mack way. So there's going to be some crying, some tears. There's
We're going to have some fun,
plenty
too.
of laughs, I can promise
Yeah,
you.
we're going to have fun.
Because he wouldn't want it any other way.
no.
The man lived
He wouldn't
his
want
life
this right here.
He would not.
the
want
Mac Daddy way, the West Texas
so well
way,
said.
man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts
No,
about
he'd
it.
say right now, Rev, what the hell are you crying for? Stop.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, let your tears overflow, man, but also let the joy that this man lived with. Believe me, and you can take it from Rhett, because he was there every step of the way. The man did it the Mac Daddy way. So, hey, this was Mac. This was Mac.
And I'm going to tell you, we're going to see now what a mark he made on the game of football. Because you're going to see people come from everywhere to tell their stories. And not just football players, not just coaches.
You had spoken with several of his former players, and
Yeah.
they were kind of circling the wagons.
Yep. Yeah,
getting the
I
word
spoke with Jake Plummer and with Andre Wadsworth and Larry Centers and Eric Hill and, oh gosh, all those great Cardinals. And, man, I hope he can see Tilly. I hope he can see his God, Pat Tillman.
Well,
I really do.
Obviously, this is hard in the moment.
And I hate to end y'all's show this way and end the day this way, but I promise y'all out there, we are going to honor Dave McGinness tomorrow.
And I think that's the
And
point
do it right.
now. And we're going to celebrate him all day long.
You doggone right we are.
The stories will be told. Listeners can call in. There's no telling how many of y'all he met.
Mm-hmm.
And if he did, he was lost in the moment with you, not thinking anything else.
You were the most important person he was talking to at the time. And that was a gift, a very rare gift that he has.
Oh, man. Coach Mac.
I'm a better broadcaster because of him, because he showed me a level of understanding of the National Football League in a coach's way for free because he cared about me and he knew I wanted to learn it. And now I've got to go in 10 days, crush this draft. He told me I was ready. Now I want to show him.
When I went the other day, he was doing physical therapy, and that may have been the first question he asked me. How's Rhett doing with our draft prep?
Oh, yeah?
And that was the day you said you were going later in the day, because he wanted to go through draft prospects.
Oh, listen, just a few days ago, he got in my rear end.
Fixed your board, didn't he?
Well, he was like, you're telling me too much Charles Dickens stuff. Move on to the next player. Summarize. Let's go. Like, I went home smiling ear to ear. That was the best medicine I've had in a while. I needed it.
He got the kiss on the forehead from Dawn this week. Mm-hmm. Slay and Moan go over there. He starts holding court.
Oh, he had a ball.
I remember when y'all came to the zone.
Yeah, he had a ball, boy. Hey,
Chuck Cecil was laughing. Man, Chuck Cecil was having a ball in there.
Yeah.
We love you, Mac.
Definitely.
We're going to celebrate it tomorrow, I promise. We're going to do it right.
Rest in peace, Coach Mac.